Hello.
Hi guys, welcome to the Blind Wave Podcast.
Cameron needs higher.
A little tiny bit, or we could have a shaky TV. Shaky
Whoa.
Shaky Eric.
It's like the Star Trek bridge.
Is it StarCraft?
How did we not notice that when setting
No,
up?
just pan up. Oh.
Yep, just hold it like that, Calvin. Whole podcast.
Okay. Yeah, that's good, Calvin.
Do it. All right.
Could just. I think you could have panned it. You would okay.
Hello, happy Thursday, everyone.
How's it
Hello.
going?
Hello.
Hope everyone's
Hello.
doing well.
Hey.
Whatever
Hey.
day you happen to be
Hey.
watching this on YouTube.
I don't think that's how the world works.
Y'all need a green I can't read that chicken shit. Howdy, failures.
Doom, doom, doom,
Grenades
doom,
in
doom,
Dr. Robitussin?
Probably what they're gonna say. What's wrong, Rick? Can you not hear me?
Well, is your mic backwards?
Is it?
Bring it up a little, like so I can see the back.
Can you
of
hear
it.
on this side?
Yeah.
Can you hear on this side?
What's
Well-
happening?
Well, you're talking to the top on the other way. Yeah. Okay.
Rick, turn it around.
Just just lift it up and
Oh.
spin it.
Yay. Okay, sorry guys. We're doing some technical difficulties.
And aim it a little towards your mouth.
Your navel.
No,
I'm-
like tilt it
Tilt it
this
forward.
way. There you go. You're so tall, Eric.
I'm pretty sure. How did? What? That's the front of mine.
Yes,
It's on the
Dr.
back of his.
Robitussin.
Yeah,
I'm definitely ready for that fight.
it's backwards, I think now.
So
It's gonna be
can
the
you
it's gonna be
hear
the
me?
fight of the year, man.
Can you hear me better now?
It's definitely backwards now.
It's definitely
Yeah.
backwards now. Okay.
turn
so
it, turn
I
it
was-
back.
I was good.
No, the other way, Rick. The other way, Eric. You're twisting the cable. There you go.
We're deaf wave today because you
Okay.
can't hear us because our
Deaf.
microphones are backwards.
I'm deaf wave every day.
You're half deaf. Wave.
Hilarious.
Okay. Sorry, everybody.
Dodger MVP is the true MVP, having skipped class so he can watch the podcast with no distractions.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's it.
shit. Thank you very much.
So thank
Giving
you.
class is good.
You don't need class.
right?
Just do what we do.
Yeah. What's that? Nothing.
Watch video games
Watch video games.
and play TV.
GG won that.
I school you guys in
Yeah.
Smash.
Okay. Correction. We should go to school.
When was that ever happen? Thing? Like,
All the time.
Play TV and watch video games.
Didn't
So,
you guys meet in school?
I met him in college.
Yeah.
I met Rick in school.
If you guys didn't go to school or college or anything,
Who'd you meet in school, Calvin?
technically him.
No, that was your sister.
yeah.
Your sister.
See, the homeschool kids are hive mind. You know, it's like, she met Rick in school.
He met Rick.
You had sex with Rick. That's how it is.
That's not. How
that answers a lot of questions,
No.
actually.
Makes more sense.
Me and Maggie went to Washington State the first year
Yeah.
together.
Went to school.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds great.
And we met
I
Rick
don't,
there.
I don't know why you're being so taken down by that, Calvin. That's
Because
cool.
they're just misstating facts.
I don't know why you hate school.
I don't hate school.
Do you know what else was
You
great?
hate the establishment, though.
This week
Yeah,
was
shit.
great.
Hate the
This week
establishment.
was
We should
great.
talk about it.
Why?
This week.
In fact, we should talk about the best thing of each week.
This week in Blind Wave.
Okay.
Clone Wars.
That was last week, but this week too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Every week.
Well, the best
from
stuff
now
happened this week in
on.
Clone Wars. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you weren't there.
I wasn't there.
No. But you know what happened.
I have an idea.
I know exactly what happened. I watched
Yes.
the episode in preparation to watch the episode again. I didn't watch the
It's
episode.
a good episode.
Yeah, it's a fantastic episode. One of my favorites.
Yes, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
No,
But we'll talk. They can talk about that in Clone Wars.
yeah, I mean,
What's your best of the week? You're on the spot right now. Tell me.
I don't know. I'm just really in love with working out all the time now with you guys, especially Aaron. I'm,
Why
getting
especially Aaron. Why not?
because he's the one who works out with me every day.
Oh.
Let me
Do I?
think. Well, I mean, I'm just getting so much stronger, and I'm
Sure.
losing so much body fat.
Well,
I'm eating much less, and I feel great.
yeah. Catching up.
What's that?
I'm catching up. I think because Shane's not eating enough. But we'll
I'm
see.
not eating enough. I know that, but I'm still going up 5 pounds the way I'm supposed to. You're just, it just like, I mean, if we go up at the same rate in a year from now, it's going to look like we're just as strong as each other,
Okay.
right? So, I mean, I think that's just what's happening. Eric started lifting with us. I mean, he's so naturally big and strong. He shoots up so much faster than everybody else. But you're going to have that. Aaron's a little impatient.
He came in there.
He came in there. I
lifted
told him-
weights.
Well, and I knew he could do more. I said, well, put more on there. Aaron looked at me like, and then Eric did the weight, and Aaron was on the floor, cross-legged, and he just looked at me, looked at Eric, looked back at our chart that had like all the numbers, and they were tied.
Yeah.
Eric,
But it's a catch-22 though. I'm naturally stronger, but I'm naturally more likely to put on weight.
Oh.
That's how it is.
yeah.
What would you rather have, Aaron? Be honest.
Then
I'd rather weigh 170 and bench 300 and squat 700.
Yeah.
But now I weigh 208, and I'm not going to say anything else, but it's not close to that. But yeah, I really enjoy that. I'm loving it. I feel good. Feel really good for the first time in a long time about my body. So
Good.
yeah, I'm wearing medium shirts again. So that's
Well,
nice.
you can give me my shirts back.
I know. I know.
All the extra large.
Yeah.
Fat shirt.
Yeah. So I love that for sure. And we are going to do workout vids, but I just want to make sure, because I'm kind of the one is leading the whole deal, that they're good ones.
Yeah.
So me and Rick actually filmed one ourselves. It wasn't good enough. So we want to do one that we're proud of for you guys.
I thought it was because you didn't like the way you looked in it.
There's that, and I had a big ass zit on my back.
I was gonna say.
It was like a quarter.
Yeah.
He was like, Rick, why didn't you tell me? I was like, I don't know. I don't look that closely at your body.
Well, just
I was
like
looking at me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Grieve, I am a lightweight, but I'd still whoop you and everything. and I'm stronger now than I was at WaveCon, so it's more true than it was then, and it was very true then. But yeah, no, I'm just kidding, Grieve. But no, I'm not really.
So confused
What?
because Shane is kind of louder than you guys, and I'm bringing this down,
Yeah.
but
Hello.
Shane
Hello.
only gets louder.
Hello. Hello.
Shane, speak
Hello.
for a second.
That's not speaking.
Hello.
So weird. Turn him down up here.
Okay.
All right. What else was good this week, Eric?
This week, I don't know. I missed the Ho-Oh thing from Pokemon Go. I was pissed about that.
That was a bad thing, Eric. Find a good thing.
I know. I'm trying to think. I can't think
You
of anything
can't say
good
a
in my
bad
life.
thing unless you
Dude,
find two good things
No,
also.
Monday though was terrible because we had that
Yeah.
where we couldn't
Yeah.
get ho-ohs at all. So at least we got Regirox.
Yeah.
But then the other
Sahara.
issue was that my stream I couldn't get to cooperate at all.
Yeah.
So I just didn't have a stream either. I ended up streaming WoW later on with Melanie, but it's just been
Yeah, it was a disappointment.
I've been having
That
issues with
time.
Pokemon Go. I was fine the last time we did it. About I don't know a quarter into the stream, it
Yeah.
evened out and it was fine. But the earlier part of it was buffering. I don't know if it's like peak time, and a lot of people are on their phones or something like that. I'm having issues
Yeah.
with it or what? What?
What's the matter,
I know,
Calvin?
I know. He doesn't switch it. I told
doesn't
you.
switch it.
He told you.
I'm still looking at the audio stuff.
So, but yeah, I don't know. It's just that was frustrating.
Yeah.
But WoW's been going well. I'm max level. I'm almost ready for Mythics. Well, I am ready for Mythics, but I gotta find people to play with me. And then I broke 100,000 in gold,
Woo!
which is the most gold I've ever had on a tune.
Quite the life accomplishment.
Yes, it was. Thank you.
Congratulations. They send you real money when that happens?
No.
It'd be great if they send like $1.
But now they have it in WoW where you can buy tokens that give you the WoW subscription for the month
Sure.
with gold.
Okay.
So people can buy those with money and then sell them for gold in the game.
Yeah.
Or you can use your gold to buy those and save money.
See, I always was confused as a kid whenever you play those like game show video games. It's like, how do they get the money to me after I win? And they never did.
Yeah.
I'm so sad.
Yeah.
What?
As a homeschool
You're
kid, I
claiming, like, your
understood
Christmas
that,
for that money and you
that
don't
it
get
was
it.
a game.
Yeah.
And it wasn't real.
Wait, you mean like you got a game of Wheel of Fortune?
Yeah.
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 Or Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and
Yeah.
you got all the questions right?
It's like, all right, I got that car. It's coming any day now.
No car.
Never did.
No car, Rick.
Never did.
I was watching the things like the biggest like scandals of The Price is Right, or no, just games and game shows in general.
Yeah.
Like the top ones were like the whammy guy,
Yeah.
who like memorized that there was a pattern
Yeah.
in it, and then he just got so much money from that, and then
Yeah.
blew it all on like bad stuff and died at 50. Like, it was terrible. He fucked up,
Yeah.
but he knew that pattern. He did a good job on that. But then like some kid misspelled
Failure.
Emancipation Proclamation, I think it was.
That was important.
He put emancipation instead of emancipation or something.
Sure.
And they said he was wrong, so he lost the money of that. And there's just some kid. It was a kid Jeopardy show, and the kid's like crying. It was sad.
The worst ones are when they have like a strong Southern accent or something. So they say it in the accent, and they're like, "No, that's not."
It happened on Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
Where like she left off the G and like, happy and swinging. And she'd be like, happy and swinging, or something like that. And they're like, oh, sorry, that's wrong. Because
She said in?
Because she said swing in and not swinging.
Swing in?
Yeah.
Oh, that's shitty.
Yeah, so there's things like that happen. There was one on Price of Right
White
with
people.
Drew
Right.
Carey.
I mean, white people.
This on the Price of Right with Drew Carey, the model like pulled off the one the person guessed, and it wasn't right, and then she pulled off the right one, and she was still supposed to guess again. She's like, "Well, my model just won you a car."
Oh, wow.
It's like you get it. There
That's
you go.
good. That's great.
So,
Jeez.
but apparently there's a lot of scandals about models and stuff on those things where like Like they got pregnant and they
Yeah.
fired him and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
people were upset about that. And I was like, well, yeah, it sucks. I guess they're
Yeah.
looking for a certain thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what to say with that. Sorry. It feels. I don't know if they can hire him back afterwards, but it didn't sound like it. She was
No.
upset.
When that happens, I don't know. Question, Aaron. So how do we find the motivation to go to the gym? There's Gibby Got Game was wondering. We don't go. And I guess the big thing is we don't do our specific workout plan every day. So what do you think, Aaron? How do you find motivation? Like you're,
I don't know.
you're
I'm-
bitterly driven to be better than
Mine, half
everyone.
mine's competition. Like,
Yeah.
I want to be ahead in numbers of everyone else, you know. But then
Yeah.
Eric shows up, I'm like, fuck, I gotta try harder.
We'll never be stronger than him.
I mean, I could if he stops.
Yeah, but that's not really strong.
I just gotta talk him into quitting.
If he stops living, maybe.
Oh, that's gonna happen. I don't know. I've been wanting to lose weight for like different things that we were gonna do, but I also wanted to like.
For the fan film.
I've always wanted to have
Flash
like
fan film. And stuff
I've
like
never had a chest.
And you
I
might
feel
not
like-
ever. I could tell by looking at you.
I feel like-
you're not one to have a chest.
Well, I have more than I've ever had. And the other day I was sitting there and I was like, I was focusing really hard, and I was like, I was able to look at that. Look,
Yeah. What are you doing? That little birdie's moving around.
Oh,
it's so hard. But I have a little bit of
Let me
muscle.
try, Rick.
I don't see anything.
There's nothing happening.
You're just bouncing off your chair and making it jiggle.
I'm not. Well, I'm not gonna take my shirt off.
watch
'cause that
this,
looks like-
guys.
Holy
Oh,
shit.
man, look at that.
That ain't good.
Jeez.
But no, like I did that for the
check that.
first time. I was like, I think there's a muscle there. Melon's like, yeah, you actually are getting pecs.
Yeah,
I was
that's
like,
the
good.
thing. Like
Yeah.
people have told me, like, man, Aaron looks fucking bigger. I'm like, well, make a mistake. He's not that much bigger, but it's noticeable.
I'm bigger than I was.
Because you actually weigh the same,
Yeah.
so which means you're muscle fat and you're much stronger. You were squatting 95 pounds barely the first time. Now you're squatting 230. Okay, so that's significantly stronger.
Yeah.
Same thing with everything else. And you weigh the same. That means your muscle fat ratio has greatly switched. It's really cool. So do you feel better? Your knees were kind of hurt when we first.
I mean,
started
my
going.
knees still are noisy and stuff, and it's my biggest concern is that my right knee is going to be just like sometimes it would just lock out,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it would be like such pain I couldn't straighten it. I have to rebend it back and then push it back
It's
out.
old and shitty now.
Yeah, I hate it. I'd be like
What did
crawling
you
on
do
the ground
to
to
it?
play with my nothing. I've done nothing to this
Old
knee.
and shitty now.
I'm not old and shitty. You're old and shitty. I'm 23.
No, you're fucking not.
I mean, yeah, like for me, it's definitely like I can really notice my, how much better I look in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? Like you look obviously more muscular. Like
I haven't noticed it, but like someone
like
on
I've been
stream,
losing weight, so you actually look bigger, even though you're not strong.
someone on stream said that I looked like I was bigger. Joy said I looked bigger.
Yeah.
Melanie, I have to ask.
Well, she sees you every
She
day.
never was like, oh,
Yeah.
you're looking better. Yes, no.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I mean, for me, what's cool is when I start working out a lot is like a lot of my pain goes away because I'm like exercising the muscles, the tendons, the ligaments.
Yeah.
So, and also like we only do our program 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It's a very strength focused,
Yeah.
and we don't do a million workouts. We do like 4. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We do a
1,
lot of
2,
warm ups.
3, 4,
It takes
5,
forever.
And we have like 6.
Like total, yeah.
Like 6 lifts that we do. We do, 3?
Squat, bench, deadlift, and squat, shoulder press, and then some type of back row, like a bend over row or a pin lay row, and and we occasionally do biceps and triceps on like a Friday. So I mean, it's very simple to do, and we get stronger every single day, and we go up 5 pounds a day. So in 1 month, you go up 60 pounds in your squat.
It was really funny when Joy was down there, and she's like, last week, like I couldn't do. You're making me do 5 pounds more than I did last time. I could barely do it.
Yeah.
And she was like, I can't do this. I'm like, Joy, just try. You're like, just do it.
Yeah.
She did it pretty easily, in my opinion. She's like, I don't get it. I'm like, that's the point.
Yeah,
That's the point,
yeah,
Joy. You're
yeah.
getting stronger.
Which is the opposite in high school. Like we just didn't have a very good training program, and I looked good because I was obsessive. I could have been so much stronger if I did it correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so I'm just glad everyone here is getting stronger and will look better, and we'll look better when we do
Yeah.
films. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I would say, like, the person who's asking for motivation, don't wait around for motivation. If you want to do it, just go do it.
Yeah.
You know, like,
You don't
I'm
need
certainly not the most
motivation when you
disciplined
have
person
discipline.
at all, but developing discipline on that kind of thing is very good.
Well, it's
That's a
nice.
motivator in itself.
Yeah.
Because if you wait around for motivation, you're letting other people or other things dictate when you go do shit.
Well, one thing I mean, it's a bunch of things for me. Like, I want to look better, and like I want to do the comedy web series, and I write some of these scenarios where I'm like the ripped, thinner, athletic guy. And if I'm fucking not that, they're gonna be like, they cast the wrong guy.
It's a fake show.
He should be white. He should be white. You know what I mean?
Should be me.
Yeah, but I mean, also it's funny. Like comments don't bother me. Like like they don't really bother. They literally make me laugh sometimes.
Yeah.
Like Shane is such a fucking dirty Asian boy. You know
Sure.
something. But like I was
You've been
like,
hearing that since school.
I know I have been.
I wanna
People
hear-
will be like,
And at home.
Shane, what is Ding Ding telling me?
I wanna
Like, Shut
hear-
up! I'm not Chinese.
I want to hear this butt though.
I was looking at the ice bucket challenge
Yeah.
because my sister-in-law was like, "You are like
Fat.
lean and ripped here."
Oh.
No, the ice bucket challenge.
No, I mean, I
how
thought
that
you meant
short-
like now. She saw you like, you're looking fat. Like,
No, a
Well,
WaveCon.
fat, he goes and watches that.
She went to WaveCon. She's like, "You look a little thinner," and now I'm much thinner than I was just at WaveCon. But I was, and then I went to the video to kind of like, to psych my. Cause I like to fat shame myself. You know what I
Sure.
mean? I like to sit in front of the mirror and go, "Fuck you, you fat piece of shit, you're going to hell." You know what I mean?
Very healthy.
You know what I'm saying?
It's very therapeutic.
And then like,
That sends fat people to hell.
you should. No,
strange
just kidding.
dog
Just
ways.
kidding.
For strange
And
dog
then
ways.
one of the comments was like, "Shane in his glory days," and I'm like, "Glory days, huh?"
Yeah.
Start charging up like a Super Saiyan.
Yeah. So I was like, I don't want that to be my glory days.
Yeah.
I like what you do. You lose a little bit of weight every year,
Yeah.
and every year's your best year.
Every year's my prime.
Every year's your best year.
It's my
Since, like,
my life just gets better and better.
14
as I
years
go.
old.
It's a great year. That's a great way to do that.
It's a great way.
Yeah.
Yesterday,
Now that means that you're gonna have a rough couple first years.
If you start on the bottom, yeah. No,
Yeah.
but that's pretty good motivation. It's just like, wow, man. I look at Shane and like these Game of Thrones reactions. I look him in these Game of Thrones reactions. I don't know what happened. Like, why did he let himself go?
how many packs of Oreos did he eat in between
Well,
that
when
time?
people say like, when did Shane let himself go? That like to me that involves like the way you say it, let yourself go. It's like I just said, you know what, guys, I'm getting up on life. You know what I'm saying?
I'm done. I'm gonna go.
So like,
You started wearing velvet.
I would drape myself in velvet, Rick, if it was socially acceptable. But I,
Dear diary, Shane told me I'm going to hell today. FML. it's just funny.
Gamer bud.
So I mean, I love to play sports. I haven't played basketball with my friends in like a year because my knees hurt and stuff. I played the alumni tournament. I felt okay. I want to start playing sports. I want to start running. Like I would love to run a marathon. I did a half marathon when I was 22. It's not too long before we did rivals.
Yeah.
I weighed about as much as I do now. I didn't prepare for that at all. It didn't go very well. You know what I mean?
How many times did you puke?
None. I got pretty good lungs. Like I'm more of a runner.
Did
than
you do
a-
half of a half marathon?
No, I ran the whole thing.
Oh,
I
okay.
just like I was thinking like, what's a Marietta one? I'm gonna win this thing like in high school.
Ain't no one in Marietta.
Like it's a bunch of Well,
Shane's like, no one in Marietta better than me.
well, I mean, I literally thought I'm gonna get top 10. I got like 140. But there's like
Jeez.
there's like 1,500 people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I thought I should have been up there. you know?
Top 10%.
Yeah, I mean, because like I was just such a great runner. But then at that point, I was not great at anything except fucking light tip fighting. You know what I mean? And working a giant eagle, getting food stamps.
Great at that.
Yeah, I was really good at the food stamps.
Best person I knew.
Yeah, I was. Remember, I'd get my food stamp card. I'd be like, Eric, you want to go to Walmart with me?
Like I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah, we go. That was the worst thing ever. Is you get that food stamp card and you're you've been starving for like a week. You know what I'm saying? So you go there first a month, you see like all the filth that comes out too, and I'm thinking I'm with these people. I'm one of these people.
I'm one of them. One of
Yeah,
us.
and I'm and I guess you're not a piece of shit if you're on food stamps.
no,
But like,
not at all.
yeah, I mean,
Some people need it.
some people need it, but some people
Some people,
some people cheat the system.
Yeah.
Like I guess
Yeah,
for me,
definitely.
like I was in college, I was trying to work more. One quarter, I worked a lot of overtime, and like I made $50 more, and I got $300 less on my food stamp card
Yeah.
because I made $50 more over like the line.
Sure.
So it's like I think sometimes it makes people like, oh, I don't want to work this hard.
It punishes people.
Yeah.
Basically.
So, like,
not
people
not
in the-
directly.
People in
but
the middle, like who are trying, they
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
They get screwed over.
Yeah, they can get screwed in the beginning.
Yeah.
So yeah. Now I'm ripped and I'm not on food stamps.
yeah. There was a point whenever we were doing that, and I can't remember what it was, but it was the same kind of situation. It was like, well, if Melanie gets a job to make enough money, she has to make at least this much money, or else we just lose out and we can't. We're
then
not
she
getting
doesn't have-
ahead.
Yeah.
You
And
know,
she can't even spend time with her kids or anything.
yeah,
like
we're
that
like
either.
we're losing health insurance, or we're losing whatever it is at the time. So it is kind of a tricky way the system works.
It's
where
a
it's like,
catch-22.
well, we're both going to go try to work hard and get what we need, and it's like, oh, well, that doesn't help.
Mm-hmm.
So, I was going to say yesterday, whenever I'd done my squats in the morning, but I hadn't gotten to do my deadlift or bench.
Yeah.
And then I was like, damn it, I didn't do it. And Rick looks at me and goes, if you don't do those, you're going to lose it. And I was like, fuck. I gotta lift. And I ran over. Yeah, I wouldn't have lost because we had WaveCon. I didn't like drop that much from WaveCon or anything. Actually, I came back probably doing more. That's when I did the 170 thing.
Yeah,
because
but
you
you're
were
also a lot more
rested.
confident because your nervous system now understands how to lift the weight properly.
Yeah.
I was surprised. Yesterday, watching you lift, like you knocked them out quick. I was like, fuck.
I was trying to hurry up because the kids were there and
Yeah.
Melanie was there and they were waiting on me. I was like, hang on, let me do my bench. And I was warming up to do my bench. And Colson came in and goes, Dad, you can't do that.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. And then like I got down and lifted, and he goes, "Whoa!" I was like, "Yes."
It's like unbreakable.
And then Melanie was watching me do my deadlift.
Yeah, she was watching you like, Jesus.
Yes.
And I'm thinking, that's not even that much. You know what I mean? But it just,
It's
it
more
seems like a lot to people who,
people who never lifted.
well, it's like, because I've lifted for years, and then I started strength training properly. I doubled everything. You know what I mean? Except bench press, obviously. But which is real weird, you know? Because you can go in there and work out for years and curl and bench press 145 10 times, but now we have a plan, and it's great. It's wonderful. Like one of the greatest things I think I've ever done was get stronger and help other people get stronger. So
You're a good person.
I am. I pat myself, pat me in the back right now.
Because an extra strong pat.
It was.
It's because
Figured you'd like it.
you're stronger now, right?
Is that
Yeah.
what it is?
Oh,
Solely.
Calvin and Aaron, do you have any highlights of the week?
Started doing heroic dungeons and WoW. I missed stream yesterday. We were late doing work and stuff like that. I didn't get home right away. I was starving. I ate. By the time everything was done, it was like 8:30. I was
We
like,
talking about bad things before we say good things.
I lifted
Thanks to Shane.
100,000 gold. I hit that this morning. I was like, I'll log in real quick. It's like 100,000 gold. Yes.
Nice.
Auction house. I was happy with that.
I mean, within the last week, we filmed our new Black Sails intro, which I was that was a lot of fun.
Dang it, Eric.
It was on a weekend.
No,
You've already done your thing.
I want to see and talk about it.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's for early access people, but it's just the intro.
Yeah. No, I was just saying, like, it was just a fun day. And that was within the last week. That was on Saturday, right?
That was a lot
Yeah.
of fucking fun.
That was my
Fun,
thing, and
fun.
you stole it
Well,
from me.
Really?
Yeah.
You should have said it faster. It was a big old
I was
pause.
waiting for Aaron to
letting me
finish
talk,
his
'cause
thing,
you
and you
already
cut us
talked.
both off.
There was a big pause
You
before you
cutter.
started.
I was waiting for him to finish with his good thing.
yeah, I mean, I think
Done?
we should watch that Black Sales intro. That's what I think.
Calvin, what was your favorite thing of the week?
Let me
Saturday,
I'm going to try to guess it
Black
first.
Sales intro.
Okay.
Okay.
Can't
Well,
talk
I think
about
we should
that.
watch it right now.
You want to watch it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Do we
mean,
want-
I don't know. Well, I have to.
We can just talk about it.
Yeah, just talk about it.
I think it's
I mean,
a bad
that's-
idea what you just said. I don't think you're as strong as you think you are now.
I say if
Wait, the cameras will go downstairs right now.
people can't watch it on the podcast, like audio version.
Yeah.
They can't see
That's
what we're
never
watching.
stopped us before.
Yeah, it's true. Do you guys want to see the podcast or the intro?
You guys want to see the intro real quick? It's like a minute long,
It's not that long.
not even
30
that
seconds long.
So long.
It's as long as the song that
We got
we
some
put
fight
to it.
choreography in there too. I see an
it's-
overwhelming
it's
yes.
40
They
seconds
said
long.
no spoilers.
One person. everyone's
Dodger!
Like,
It's
yes,
not-
yes,
Dodger!
watch it,
It's
yes,
not a
yes.
spoiler.
It's not a spoiler.
It's just an intro.
Okay.
I see a lot of people saying.
All right. If you're in this chat and you don't watch Black Sails and we do this intro, you got to watch Black Sails. though.
Actually,
Yeah.
that's true.
That's the rule.
We're not going to
That-
watch
that is
it
a-
until everyone watches all the Black Sails.
You got to watch all.
We'll
the,
wait till you come
gotta-
back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Go do that
We'll
now.
be
Wait
here.
right here. No, okay, let's watch it right now.
Doom, 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 doom,
I do have some other fun videos as well that a couple community members.
While you're doing that, I
made.
will say
Yeah,
this. Last
we all
night,
have
my
chat up on our phones, by the way.
yeah,
So
last
don't
night my
post
dad would never say anything to me. My son, he kept trying to make me. He's been watching wrestling, like YouTube highlights. Like,
Yeah.
Like, cause he's the John Cena generation kind of, you know.
Sure.
So he just showed me stuff from also the Attitude Era that I've been, I watched that. You know what I mean? Like, I know about this. He's like,
Yeah.
did you see this? Like, this is real. Like, they were in there and the police had to come. I'm like, I'm thinking, dude, you don't know. You know what I'm saying? But it's so cool to watch.
Don't take it away from him.
All
I-
the policemen are like buff and all like 5'2" to make the rest
Triple
of
H trying to get in a
much
cage and
bigger.
they're in there beating each other down.
Yeah.
You can take Santa Claus from him, but don't take wrestling from him. It's too important.
Yeah. But yeah, you know, there's going to be a bigger video kind of highlighting like the whole day.
Yes,
It'll
you will,
just be-
Shire
Yeah, it'll
folk.
be a vlog.
Yeah.
If you enjoy Pirates of the Caribbean, will you enjoy Black Sails? Yes.
Yes.
I mean,
If you're watching Vikings instead of watching Black Sails, stop watching Vikings. Watch Black Sails.
I think you'll
Yes.
enjoy Black Sails more than Pirates of the Caribbean.
100%.
Me too.
yeah, probably. Yeah.
It's much more piratey than Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Well, it also doesn't fall into the like pirate stereotype, but still having the fun things about it. That you
Yeah, like they're not there. Army.
Yeah, even though that's
me booty.
exactly what we do.
Yes.
Our intro. We totally fall into.
We
the
definitely
pirate
fall into the.
stereotype.
We stereotype it.
We, yeah.
Is the music on?
Yeah. This one will have a small RIP to Stefan.
Let me double
We'll talk
check
about
the
it after
music.
we hit the play.
Yeah.
Right? You good, Rick?
Well, I want to double check the music.
Whitewash pirates. I definitely don't.
They're dirty.
I can't. Yeah. I can't whitewash anything.
Yeah. Yeah, you're pretty good about getting stains out of white carpet.
Okay, here we go.
Do what you want, cause a pirate is free. You are a pirate.
Also, the "We Are Number One" guy.
Reactions reviews right here on your screen.
I like you're petting my head. I hate that.
You're watching Blind Wave.
And that's
Oh
it.
my god. It's
Budget increase, yo. Yeah.
It's funny because we shot so much stuff,
we shot so much.
and it's like I kept going like, oh, we can't do that. We won't be able to make it in there,
Yeah.
Because some of the shots are like, oh, this is like 5 seconds long. Like 5 seconds is too long.
Yeah.
It has to be like 2.5, maybe. You know? But we shot a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we shot a lot of footage. There's a lot of stuff that we filmed that's not in there at all. But
Yeah.
there's also going to be more stuff coming with that
Yeah,
day.
We got a lot of
Yeah.
pictures taken by random people.
Yeah, it was funny
Yeah.
walking around. People just be like, "Oh, what are you guys doing? We're doing a YouTube channel." There's that one lady who like saw. I was like, "You guys doing a good job. Don't quit your day job." I'm like, what the fuck?
We had a couple of little kids want to take pictures of
Shane's
us.
like, "It is our day job."
Yeah, that was the fun.
Well, I said
Yeah.
you'd be surprised. That's what I said. And then we had it was
Calvin said worse stuff than that.
it was busy on Front Street.
It
So we had to
pissed me
walk
off.
through like the park and there's a bunch
there
of
was,
people
there was
there.
like a little.
There was a
festival
festival.
going on.
Yeah.
Festivals, damn festivals.
Yep.
Marietta trying to make itself relevant.
It is relevant. It's the first organized settlement west of the Mississippi. It's pretty big.
Yeah.
That's true. It's pretty
If
big.
you ask anyone else that outside of here, no one knows.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
nobody
but
knows
everybody
fucking
thinks that
history.
Where they're from is the best
Yeah.
place. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
It's pride.
This place,
Yeah. I love this place.
Marietta.
I've,
I
I've
love
met
it,
so many
Yeah, but
people
you were the one
that have
that-
come here from vastly
who wanted
different
to leave got
places,
a Liberty.
and they agree that this
Like a
place is
fool.
better.
I told you not to.
What, to college?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna stay there and live.
So I will share my favorite thing of the week.
Okay.
There's actually two of them, so it's a little cheating, but they share a theme that you might recognize.
The theme.
Indeed. Their videos. Sorry.
What was that?
That was
Well,
my voice.
All right, here
I
we
heard
go.
me.
So
Oh,
this
it.
is
No.
Oh no!
the first
that
one.
wasn't my voice. I'm glad that wasn't my voice.
Oh my god.
Drunk Eric flexes on the comments.
The peppers.
Damn it!
Fuck Candyland!
Zips in the guy. Chris Farley.
I'm fatter there. Jesus.
Calamity.
And we're back with Death Note. I got so distracted. Last time on Death Note,
That's a hell of an attack.
Look at that.
Funny.
So that was one of them. That one was by Bojangles.
Oh, damn, Bojangles.
Bojangles.
Jangles,
awesome.
yo. Good shit, bro.
I love that. That was good.
Frequent bit giver.
That's funny. I love that.
And so, to show that great minds think alike, Cobb was working on one, and made this.
Oh, by coincidence?
Yeah.
What's it called?
Come back with a badass eye patch.
Why is my hand just in there? It's like,
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh,
I remember that.
rip in pieces.
Fucking toe! God damn it!
No, I detective.
Number 1 detective.
Oh,
Jeffrey. Blind wave leader.
he loves Candyland.
God damn it!
Look at that,
of the
man!
devil.
Wow!
Son of a
Wow.
He was Son of a bitch! I'm fucking thin.
She just wants some water. Yeah! Please put elbow. She is kind to the button.
She is kind of the button.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was crazy that
was
like
funny.
Wow.
they both didn't know that the other one was working on it, and
That's
they
aw-
released
that's
it in,
awesome,
That's funny.
like
guys.
5 minutes.
And
Bojangles.
coincidentally, that was a video too. That I was talking about earlier.
He will peak again.
Yeah, it's so relevant to the conversation.
I love that. That's so
Peek
good.
again.
That's great.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I saw
so
that and I'm like, God damn it, my prime, bitch.
Cobb and Bojangles, you both did a fantastic job.
Yeah, fantastic.
We appreciate
Good job,
that.
guys.
I could watch that all day.
They did a good job, like cutting out those things and stuff too.
Yeah.
And I was going through the Blind Wave channel because normally, like, I check in the live podcast channel, but for whatever they post them in the Blind Wave channel, I was like, oh, I gotta have those. Those are
Yeah.
great.
Yeah,
watched them like
I
5 times.
I haven't even seen those. That's awesome. Sometimes I see some of that kind of stuff like in the Blind Wave channel.
Yeah. So, pretty great, definitely. So, yeah, we did a lot of the Black Sail stuff. That was pretty much a whole day. We got on the Valley Gym. We got a bunch of places and filmed a bunch of things. And
Bunch
Yeah.
of places.
Bunch. Just
Lots.
watch the vlog when it comes up.
Lots of unique.
It's going to be pretty crazy.
it was a lot of fun.
Interesting
And thanks to Maggie for
places.
filming a lot of the
Defense.
stuff, and to Baba for filming a lot of the
Yeah.
stuff for us.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
Trespassing.
if you're not watching Black Sails,
No,
watch
not
Black
that.
Sails.
Yeah, watch Black Sails. Black Sails is one of the best shows that we do. It's certainly like the surprise to me in terms of what's going to be your favorite show you're currently doing.
Yeah.
Like when we started Black Sails, I wouldn't have been like, probably that one.
I knew it was Black
But at
Sabbath.
the end of the season, definitely, I was like, yeah, Black Sails. And then it's only gotten better from there. It's only 4 seasons. You guys can get through it pretty quick. 8 episodes and then 10 episodes.
It's on,
8,
yeah,
yeah,
it's on
10
Hulu
rest.
also. So if you have
38
Hulu, you can
episodes.
watch through it. Yeah.
But I mean, I know that we were one of the people that was the problem because we didn't watch it when it was on, but we're watching it now. So, unfortunately, it's already done. But
Yeah.
I'm hoping that what they did, they told the story that they wanted
Yeah.
to tell in their seasons that they did. You know.
Yeah.
we'll be able to talk about that at the end of the season. But I mean, right now we're a couple episodes into the final season. So if you guys want to catch up and watch along with us, now's the perfect time.
I'm curious to know if you feel the same way about Firefly, Eric.
Firefly?
Yeah.
Firefly is wonderful. After every episode, I'm always like, oh man, this is great. But as I watched it, I went in knowing that this thing got shit canned
Yeah.
Yeah.
and not treated correctly.
Yeah.
And so much so that they had to make a movie just for people to feel some kind of closure.
Yeah.
So I already kind of went into it knowing that. So like as we went more and more, I kept feeling more and more like lost each time. Like, oh, that was great, and now I'm sad.
It's like this foreboding feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, we're getting to the end, and you can just see the end, and it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. But yeah, at this point, I have watched all of it and the movie, and I really enjoy it. I think I get my thoughts out pretty well in this video, so if you're looking forward to that, and those will be out. But yeah, I mean, it was definitely one of those shows that I purposely did not watch for years
Sure.
because I knew we would do it here. So.
Yeah. And indirectly, I guess we can thank Vikings for Black Sails, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think so.
Oh, okay.
Because I
Why?
thought when we were talking about it before, like, we wanted another show like Vikings.
And
Yeah.
everybody suggested Black Sails.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean,
Well-
I wanted both of them early on. I said that.
Yeah, Vikings we did just on our own. Black Sails we had put on a poll a
Sure.
couple times. It didn't, we didn't do it until it won. So
Yeah.
But we kept putting it on there.
yeah,
Yeah. Definitely.
definitely wanted it on there. I was always really interested in it, and it's one of those things. Like I trust people when they say no, seriously. this is one of the best shows you'll ever see.
Yeah.
You know, I feel the same way about The Expanse. I want to do The Expanse sometime. You know.
Yep, definitely.
Because I probably hear more about The Expanse than I do Black Sails.
You probably hear more about the Berserk than anything.
I hear a lot about Berserk.
Yeah.
Not from so many people, but I'm sure it's wonderful. It's just one of those things where it's like, when we can find the time, I want to do it. I want to do Fringe.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, when you Lost, man.
Yeah. I still don't get the Vikings thing, but yeah, it's a good show.
Somebody
I
asked-
love Black Sails.
Somebody asked if we would be willing to do a Vikings intro when it comes back.
I would love to
Maybe.
do that.
No more intros. We're done.
Yeah, I like to do more intros. Intros are fun.
I think we should do. I mean, I don't think we will.
A lot of it
It's fun to do with every show we do.
A lot of it just depends on the time that we have to be able to do that
Yeah.
kind of
Because
stuff.
it does take a lot of time. Like
Oh
it
yeah,
took,
we came in
took
on
like
a weekend.
5.
I don't know
5
how many
hours?
hours we got just walking doing that.
Yeah.
And we were going to try to do
Yeah.
it Friday. We didn't get it Friday. It took the
It was
weekend
also
to get it
very
in.
unplanned too.
Yeah.
We kind of just like
We had to go to the Halloween store and get
Yeah.
all these outfits. They're expensive.
We put the costumes on. We walked around. We had some loose ideas. Came together pretty well.
The only thing I like about Black Sails is just that each season, like, it only started with one of the editors, Billy, I think, made the first
Yeah.
one, and it just made something. And then the second time we just did some stuff.
Yeah.
And then the third time we like did more stuff, and then we're like, we got to do better than the third time.
Yeah, like
do better for the fourth time.
it's like you don't want to do one for a long running show because you have to keep upping yourself. But like a shorter show,
Like Doctor Who, you're not even making an intro of Doctor Who, and you just keep getting better.
After that third season, I was like, I don't know what we're gonna do next time.
yeah,
Yeah.
You know.
Third season was pretty.
And I still think the third season one's funnier, like a funnier intro. But this one, I don't know. It just seems more
Piratey.
piratey, and it was more fun to do.
Yeah.
Rather than
Yeah.
just trying to figure shit out to do over there, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, that was definitely fun though.
Yeah.
A lot of people have been asking if we're going to do a reaction to the Cyberpunk gameplay. I
have.
actually haven't watched it yet. It's like 40 minutes long.
It's a really long video.
Yeah, it's like 45 minutes long. And I kind of want to go in fresh to the game
I understand.
I would
yeah.
like to as well.
because I went in fresh to the Witcher games, although I started with the
Yeah.
first one. But, you know,
We're the
they're
same
so
way.
incredible games. I know I'm going to
Yeah.
love it. I don't need to be
Yeah,
convinced.
we're the same way with like. It seems like this season's Comic-Con trailers, like, you know, sometimes the DC TV shows can show a little more than I want. I like to be more fresh on a show I'm obviously going to watch and we have an audience for. Same thing with Iron Fist. Iron Fist trailer came out, and it's like we're rolling right into from Luke Cage to Iron Fist. Don't really need to have an expectation of what I'm going to see. You know, I'm going to watch it. People hopefully will stick around from Luke Cage to Iron Fist. So it's not really about trying to attract a lot of people before it comes out. We'll just do it as it comes out, you know?
Yeah.
And that way it can be a little more fresh for us as well.
All right.
Okay. Well.
Okay. There was a thing I saw about chopsticks that I saw like 2 or 3 weeks ago. I wrote on a board, never got to talk about it because we had like WaveCon talk and other things we talked about last time and whatnot.
Yeah.
There's a thing I saw about chopsticks or heard about on the radio or whatever, is that they've made some chopsticks that are electrical to shock your taste buds into tasting differently.
What?
Yeah.
So fucked up.
I was like, that sounds crazy. I don't know.
I don't understand. Like the M-berries that we had?
I think kind of like that. Like, Rick, I don't know if you can find anything, like if you Google like
Did they actually like?
taste bud changing chopsticks or something like that, but they're supposed to have some kind of electrical current that they send through so that when you eat, they shock your tongue to make you taste the food differently or better or something, or taste something different and trick your taste buds. And they're supposed to be working on like forks and stuff that will do the same thing.
Yeah.
But I heard about it on the radio and I was like, that's interesting, but could that be bad if you were like eating like something poisonous or, you know, bad? You know, like you would normally know this meat is bad when you tasted it, but
Yeah.
since you shocked your taste buds, now you don't know, now you die. You know, like
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you want to start eating healthier and you don't want to eat a bunch of cabbage and Brussels sprouts, you make it taste like
that was my other thought though.
chocolate ice cream. That'd be cool.
Yeah, like I'm gonna eat all this
Crunchy
spinach
chocolate
and
ice cream. Yeah.
this
that sounds
spinach
fun.
tastes just like an Oreo. It's so damn good. I love
Okay.
it.
Yeah, I found it here. Picture.
Mild shocks makes food taste better. Look at that. There's like a little battery on the end
Yeah,
of it or
there's a little-
something.
Yeah.
Battery.
So do you plug the chopsticks into it, or are they built in?
I will read it.
Because I
This
don't
kinda
like
sounds like
chopsticks.
bullshit.
I don't
I don't
like
know
my
if it's real or
chopsticks
not.
being
Yeah, I'm
that
not
close
sure.
You
together.
shock your tongue and you're like, it tastes different. Is it better? Yeah, it's better.
Why they gotta put
It might
batteries
not
and
mean
everything?
shock. It might mean give something.
Well, this was originally published by The Sun, which is kind of like a
Yeah, it's supposed to
It's
be
a tabloid magazine, right?
Yeah.
yeah, it's a tabloid magazine. So I'm not sure exactly how well But it says here that designers have made electric cutlery that hype up the taste and can fight obesity by cutting sugar and salt intake. It
making
fools
things-
users into thinking curries are spicier and potatoes are saltier.
Okay.
Huh.
And here's a diagram of it.
I guess it would let you help. I mean, if it's real and it works like that, then you could eat a potato and not have a ton of butter and salt on it,
Yeah.
and have it more just basic.
It'd
Yeah.
be like having plain French fries without salt.
Yeah, but
And-
thinking there's still
So
salt
this is
on
to
it.
trick
Tasting.
fatties into not
Being
like-
fat.
Okay.
Okay, so it's just running on Arduino.
You don't appreciate being tricked
that's cool.
into not being into being healthier. I'm a
Pride in that.
I'm a
Man,
trick.
you're losing a lot of weight. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Some fucker keeps on shocking my tongue.
The Sun is the toilet paper of UK news. Says Echo.
I said, I don't know.
Jimmy agrees.
I don't know where the radio and stuff is. I just heard on my way to work one day, and I was like, that sounds interesting. I want to talk about that on the podcast to see what the other guys would think about something like that.
Yeah, I'm not going to say that is a reliable source, but it sounds...
I did not read it from the Sun. I just heard it from
Yeah,
the
New York
radio.
Post there for a second.
Well,
Yeah.
it originally published in The Sun.
Sure.
Yeah.
Is what the New York Post
Yeah.
article said.
Sun is
Okay.
actually toilet
But
paper.
if the New York posted too, it might be somewhat credible.
I doubt it.
I don't know.
From the New York Post. Okay.
It's interesting.
It is interesting, yeah. And, like, if virtual reality got to the point where it could be like Hook, and you could just taste whatever you wanted, you know...
Yeah, but there's no food there in Hook, Rick.
Well, sure. But like, if it could alter your taste, like, would you want to alter your reality
That much.
completely? Like...
I mean,
Yes.
I think if I was in
I don't
Coke,
know.
I was starting and I had no food. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you had no food, but
I don't know. It's like Star Trek, you know, like the ship will make, you know, whatever you want,
It synthesizes it.
you
yeah.
know, and most people say it tastes exactly the same.
Sure.
But then if you go to Earth and have a real chocolate sundae, they said something about it tastes a little better.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Well, it's like Canadian food compared to American food.
Yeah, like that food sucks.
Yeah.
And you come over here, it's so much better.
Yeah.
That's what we keep hearing.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Wasn't it? Who was it?
I like maple
Wasn't it
syrup.
Rob
I love
that came
maple-
over here and
I love
said
maple
he
syrup.
had Wendy's and our Wendy's food tasted better than Canadian Wendy's food? Like
He
what?
said Subway was consistent though. That's
Well,
what he said.
it's Subway.
Well, yeah.
I don't know. Weird. It's very weird.
A good question in chat that kind of ties into cooking today. What's our least favorite taste?
Poop. Like shit on my tongue. It's the worst thing.
I'm assuming like conventional food.
Yeah.
We just don't like. Like I don't love coconut.
Bacon is high up there for me.
That's
Which is ridiculous.
That is
ridiculous.
a culinary holocaust.
Like, I think you should be.
Godless.
I think you
Sorry.
should be released from Blindway for hating bacon. I feel like that needs to be a necessity.
Released.
Just-
It's just like he starts running.
No.
I'm free. I'm finally
Terminate him.
free.
Terminate him.
I mean, it makes more
Lenny
sense
says
why you didn't
meat?
like Battle of the Bastards. Like, well, he doesn't like bacon either. So
Yeah.
Yeah, weird fucking man here.
I loved this latest battle though.
yeah,
That was so
Yeah.
much fun.
Rick just they're in season.
7 episode.
No
4.
spoilers in the chat. No spoilers
No
in the chat.
spoilers.
I want to say when you look at it as like a fun, fantastical battles that are happening, like something you would have out of D&D,
Sure.
or something like that, versus like historical, like this is how they would fight. Like it's supposed to be the
Well,
first one.
It helps a lot, like, because there is a dragon in that second battle, so it does feel like that. Whereas the first one doesn't, and it's like, well, okay,
Yeah, forget the giant.
this should go like,
I mean,
Yeah.
we could really get into it, maybe not here.
Yeah.
Maybe not here.
Because giants are historical, and we've
But
seen those.
bacon.
Raised voices.
Yes,
Yeah,
bacon,
but-
bacon.
Bacon is the thing that is neither fantastical nor
Yeah.
mythic.
It's very real.
Very real.
It should be liked
Very
by
yummy.
all.
It should be liked by all.
But I
Yeah.
guess
Even,
It's
even,
canon.
even,
Historically.
even vegetarians I know like bacon.
I mean,
and historically, it is loved.
the Jewish and the Muslims don't eat it, right?
Vegetarians try to make fake bacon, and they can't.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
Can't do it.
have you ever seen like
Oh wait, it must be.
ex-Muslim support groups though? Like I can't believe I stayed away from bacon this entire part of my life. Like, I would have given up my religion just for this. Obviously they're being funny, but that's like some of the things that they say.
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
It's like I guess it must
Yeah.
be
So let's
slightly
see.
magical because it can't
think
be
of what I don't
replicated in a
like.
lab.
What's a flavor that I hate?
Well, you don't like coffee.
I hate coffee.
Yeah, see,
Okay, is that
and I love coffee.
Is that what I'm supposed to? And I'm supposed to pick coffee then?
No, I'm just saying that's an
What do you
example.
hate more than coffee?
Wait, would you love coffee if he started loving bacon?
I would try.
I mean, I ate
Wow.
bacon
I would
today.
try for his
Well, no,
sake.
I would. I would start drinking coffee if you were gonna like bacon. But no, I hate coffee.
The older I get, the more I like coffee.
There's a lot of different kinds of coffee too.
I don't.
I think it's just because
I don't like beer. Does that count?
I don't like beer.
I just can't stand the taste of it. Like it's
There's
too.
different kinds of beer.
I've tried a lot, and
I've
they
tried a
all
lot,
taste.
too.
Thousands.
They all taste yeasty, beery kind of taste.
and I've tried a lot of ale.
like a raspberry
Cider.
beer.
I
You
like
should try like cider.
I
and
like
stuff
Mike's
like that.
Mike's
Beer-
hard lemonade's good,
that's
and
Cider
Far
doesn't
more
taste
acceptable
yeasty.
to me than bacon.
Yeah.
what's that? Not Your Grandfather's Root Beer or whatever is
Yeah.
kind of okay.
That's good.
It has
like
a
root
little
beer.
bit. It has a little bit of a beer taste to it, but it's much better than the other ones I've
You
had.
might like cider more than that. Then.
I've tried some hard ciders.
I mean, there's as much difference as there is with beers. There's also that.
I
same
will
amount of
say every
difference
time I
with
say
ciders.
to somebody I don't like beer, they're like, "Here, try this one. You're gonna like." I try it, and I'm like, "It
No.
tastes like beer."
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Every
they,
time.
Raspberry wheat is so
they can't
good.
comprehend.
Raspberry weed.
I could drink that like Gatorade.
I'm with Aaron on this
Raspberry
I'm just saying, like,
wheat.
that's what I asked.
Like the same damn thing.
They said raspberry weed.
10 years old.
I'm like,
to him.
damn,
Like 10 years old, gal.
No,
This
I
tastes
never
so damn-
fucking said.
Tastes
10.
so damn good.
It's like, why am I drinking this when I could be drinking bourbon or mead
Or Pepsi.
or
Or Pepsi,
Well,
Dr. Pepper,
oh,
cherry
no.
Dr. Pepper. No, my
Jaeger.
my usual go-to
would want
is
Pepsi?
I do Jaeger bombs to catch up or
Yeah.
get ahead,
Get it. You get way ahead.
Aaron loves
You
the
sprint
taste
with
of
Jaeger
defeat.
bombs.
and then I'll do like rum mixed with something.
Rum and Pepsi or rum and Coke. Or something.
Rum and Coke, Pepsi, Dr. Pepper,
Yeah, I like
orange juice. I don't know. I've tried different things.
I try to stay away from mixed stuff.
I like a strong cocktail. Like a
Maybe you should-
Manhattan.
maybe you should
like a
mix
Manhattan.
Maybe you should mix a little
Or an
non-alcohol
old-fashioned?
with your alcohol.
That
Oh
just
my
seems
God.
weird. It seems like a
more
waste
of
of
a
time.
It might help you slow down
Or
a little
martini.
bit.
Chocolate. Martini. It's good.
But no, I don't know. As far as beer, because like Anthony, when I was at his like bachelor party, my bachelor party, like different things, there's always someone who goes,
Aaron got so goddamn
You
drunk
just
at the
haven't-
bachelor party.
they're always like, well, you just haven't had the right beer. Here, try this beer.
Sure.
Here, have this beer. Here, try this
Yeah.
one. I'm like, all right, I try every one of them, and I'm just sitting there like, I don't like it. It just tastes like
Yeah.
beer.
Yeah.
I don't like a lot of beers.
It might not taste as much as beer as this one tastes of beer, but I still
No
just
confirmation bias. You just don't like it.
And Eric's like, try this bacon, try this
Jonas.
bacon. I was like, it all tastes the same.
Exactly right.
amazing.
Satan's
Yeah.
blood is the best alcoholic drink. Grievatronis.
Yeah.
Satan's blood.
Satan's blood.
I don't know if that's I don't know. Anyway,
Something else, actually, I need to show you guys. I don't know if it's a spoiler. I know Aaron doesn't want to see it because he wants to play The Witcher 3 at some point. But recently, there was a series of fight scenes in that.
Yeah.
At like the culmination of an act.
Yeah.
That might be the best fight scenes I've ever seen in a video game.
Really.
Yeah, it just absolutely incredible in terms of like sword choreography, which I know you guys
Oh,
will be
yeah.
really into.
I'm really into
But also combining that with some like force-like powers because the Witchers have like a force push, and
Yeah.
like a fire power and things like that, and just some of the creative stuff that they were able to do in that fight.
Yeah.
And it goes on for a while.
that's cool.
And it stays entertaining.
I need to play
It does. It is amazing.
I need to play it.
And I
sometime.
would show it to you guys, but Aaron would kill me. Probably.
Yeah,
Maybe I'll look
I don't want to
later.
see it either. I want to
What's
play
the drunkest anyone's ever got here? Was yours on that stream?
Yeah. I mean, I've certainly. That's probably the drunkest I've ever been. I've been more destructive other times. Here, I had you guys take care of
There
it.
was.
You claimed I was a millionaire.
Yeah, I don't think
That
I was
was-
as drunk.
This man's a millionaire.
I think
I
you were
was talking to
approaching
some
that
chick
quickly.
in New York, and I just went like, you know, this guy's a millionaire. This guy's a millionaire. He won't tell you. He won't tell you. He's just humble. He's a millionaire. Lady was looking at me. I'm like, a millionaire, lady.
He's just like staring down her.
No, it's probably on stream.
Yeah.
Drunkest I've
I don't
ever
wanna do that
been.
again. I mean,
That'd be like.
Well, mine was. I don't even remember why I was getting drunk, but I had
We were playing Goblin Quest.
no. The worst one was I had like 4 bottles of mead maybe in our basement, and I started playing Alien Isolation. I couldn't finish, so Lessa started playing it. I knew I was drunk because I couldn't go up the stairs.
yeah.
That was
Yeah.
probably the drunkest I've ever been. It was just Lessa, Maggie, and me. I don't know why I was drinking so much, but I was.
You were thirsty.
And I completely forgot everything that happened in Alien Isolation. I started over. Turns out I didn't like it that much. But that's definitely the drunkest
You beat
I've
these
got.
games and you're drunk. You just forget about them.
Yeah. Actually, that happened to me with Metal Gear Solid 3 was I was so sick. I had a high fever. I played through the entire game like in one stretch, and I slept for like 2 days, and I woke back up. I couldn't remember anything, and I got to play through it again for the first time.
Wow.
That's fantastic. I wish I could do that Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Mine
Rick scarred
might.
me for life.
Yeah, that was.
I did.
It's just right here. It's just because it's in a spot.
You get mad.
It's in a spot that, like, if I use my arm, it like the scab just kept coming off, you know?
Yeah.
So now it's just scarred.
If he like flung a chair over the couch, hit you, I'm glad he missed me.
Well, I looked over and he was taking his stick and just going and beat himself.
He had a kendo stick.
He was like beating his fucking chest, man.
It's a bone toughening and nerve toughening exercise.
Oh man.
Yeah, but you were
That's
doing
what we
it,
all thought.
But you were like
causing actual
Like-
injury
like-
to yourself.
like sniffing. Like
He was back and forth.
No,
Oh,
no,
gosh.
it was
It was funny.
like
Yeah.
a key up
It's a
to your
key up.
nose.
Yeah, I'll never get that. Aaron, not to say. I've been around you when you've been pretty drunk. I
Yeah.
don't know what is the most drunk. You're normally pretty enjoyable when you're drunk. You don't bitch and complain like you normally do.
Yeah.
Enjoyable. You compliment people. You don't. You're the opposite of what you are in real life, honestly. I'm not trying to be mean, but Jesus.
I don't think you needed the but Jesus part. I think you're good besides that.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I feel like every time we have some kind of a big social event, you get within like this range of like Aaron. He's about as drunk I've ever seen him, and you've done it multiple times.
And then I get drunker somehow. And
or you get as drunk. You know what I mean?
You approached that.
You
that
peek as you go.
Yeah.
I feel like we had this conversation once before because I think Eric said he fell into a wall.
Yeah, I did.
That was your drunkest, right?
Is that when like, the
That
drywall was all fucked up?
That was before I had the stream. Because the stream was definitely the drunkest I had been. The drywall, I was drunk, but I wasn't sitting on a couch with you guys keeping me down.
Yeah,
we
were definitely keeping you down.
I was an underage kid in Athens, left to my own devices.
With
My
alcohol.
brother just came around the corner. I'm like sitting in the drywall, like like this, my ass and my back in the drywall.
Jeez.
It's like I created a chair out of the wall.
Wow.
And he just got me out. He's like, "We gotta go." And then we came back the next morning because it was his current wife's apartment. Like they weren't married yet. It was like his girlfriend at the time.
Yeah.
And we came back and fixed the drywall.
The drunkest, like, because that one had kind of longer term consequences.
Yeah.
Like my longest term consequences are always when I'm drunk game mastering.
Sure.
And so I did it for Goblin Quest as a one shot, but like sometimes if you do it during a campaign or whatever,
And
like,
have dire
dies.
consequences.
well, everyone dies, or you agree to things that you would never normally agree to. You
They
know,
get superpowered weapons or something.
yeah, like you know, a lightsaber in Call of Cthulhu or something. You know,
Yeah.
it's just like, well, drunk me is overruled.
Yeah.
I mean, drunk you won Goblin Quest for us.
Yeah, there's
I did.
one thing that you made us do. You're like, okay, just do it again.
You're just like we needed like 2 successes or something, and there was 1, and then there was a few fails, and you're like, it worked.
Although there was another time before that though that I think he just killed a goblin to kill a goblin.
Yeah.
Oh, I got the shot poured. You know,
Yeah,
he just took a
that's
shot. I'm not
That's on
sure.
Patreon as well, by the way.
There's only
It's gonna
been
be good
one
next
time that I remember blacking out and having a gap in my memory of like not sure what happened. And I was still in high school
Yeah.
and I was drinking with like friends from work and we rolled these really big giant cigarettes
Sure.
and we were smoking
Tobacco.
Yes.
Yes.
And we were passing those around in a circle like
As-
you do
as-
with
as
cigarettes.
tobacco.
As you would with cigarettes.
Yes.
And I think there were there was like 6 of them and 8 of us. So you had 2 breaks as you went around. And I drank a lot. And I remember sitting just watching this guy play Guitar Hero. And I went out into the kitchen. There was some guys arguing about stuff and came back in and went back. And that guy was like squeezing a knife, but from the blade end and he cut his. I think they were drunk too. They were fucked up. I don't know what they were doing. I was like, I'm staying away from it. I don't know what the fuck's
I
going
never
on
had
over
any
there.
parties like that.
It was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
And then I came back in again, watching this guy play Guitar Hero, and then he went out, so I followed him, and he had like taped up his finger because the one guy had cut himself squeezing that knife, and he was like banging it on a sink and stuff, and he's like, look, it's not bleeding. He's like, you bled all over my dishes. He's like, no, look, it's not. I was like, what the fuck's going on?
Meanwhile, it's
But
probably
honest-
the guy going, hey man, I got cut. You got me a nick? Yeah, sure. And you're watching like,
Maybe. But then I sat down in the chair and just chilled, and then I don't remember that leaving that chair. And the next thing I remember is one of my buddies helped me up to the futon upstairs.
Yeah.
He was like, help me up the stairs. Like, oh, okay. And then I don't remember anything. Then I remember hanging out a window throwing up. I'm like, "Ah!" Like, you imagine just coming to and looking, like you're just staring from the second floor down. Like, what are we doing?
Down to the ground level.
Like, it's all right, it's all right.
throwing up, and he's like, "Ah!" He's waking up and doing it. That's so funny.
I remember when, and I never got any close to being that drunk at all. But when I was in high school and I didn't even drink then, there's this girl, I must say her last name. Her name was Lauren. I woke up and we used to sleep in Eric's room all the time. And
I'd like come home from work or somewhere. I just come home and there's like 15 people in my bed sleeping.
yeah,
Just to spite me.
yeah. Well, I remember when I walked into your bathroom, okay, and there's a girl there. Her name was Lauren, and she's it's funny. I guess how do I describe her? Like Melissa McCarthy, like Melissa, like kind of overweight a little bit, but pants down, like everything down, like she was gonna take a shit, and her head was laying on the toilet, and her hair was in the toilet. And I went, Lauren, Jesus, look at you, and she went. Yeah, like her face was like stuck to the toilet, like with vomit, and it like peeled off the toilet seat. And then her hair, like when she lifted up, it got out of the toilet, and it was like wet. You know what I mean?
Have you ever noticed that when we bring up the 3rd Street house, the stories get much more extreme?
They
Yes.
do.
Well, I haven't even got to the real extreme.
I know. We can't say that stuff.
No, I can't say some of that stuff, but it was a wild time, man.
I mean, I blacked out at the drunk stream that we did because that's the thing. Like, when you black out, you can't remember what happened. Like, I couldn't.
Sure.
But I could watch it.
You could watch it,
and
yeah.
it was really a really weird, like almost out of body experience, being like, what the hell am I doing and saying and taking off and.
I got pretty drunk during my first
You got pretty
stream.
bad, yeah.
That like I remember like I woke up the next morning, be like, the stream's still on, and I ran to the stream, the computer trying to turn it off.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember turning it off at all. So like
Yeah.
I remember. Oh.
I got you.
I don't think I've ever blacked out, and I've never been hungover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
I know I've fallen asleep,
I wasn't hungover that night.
but I don't
drank
think
a
I've
lot.
ever like blacked out and done anything where I don't remember.
Yeah.
Like I remember everything.
I don't typically get hungover. I think I have once.
It's dehydration,
that I remember.
Yeah, you just gotta keep.
I usually drink water before I go to bed.
Yeah.
The last time I blacked out was playing Candyland, and they told me to never play Candyland again.
You woke up in the
Well,
hospital.
I don't know what happened.
Condom in your ass. You know what I mean?
Blood just on my hands.
Yeah.
What?
I always feel like if I'm drinking quite a bit, I'm very self-aware. I feel like so I try not to just say anything stupid or do anything stupid. I just become quiet, maybe even paranoid. I'm like, wait, I just can't say anything stupid. You know what I mean? That's how I kind of try to feel.
Yeah.
My dad gets angry. I don't think I'm like that at all in any way. So thankfully.
You get as forceful as you are, like setting glasses down on tables and stuff like that, and like biting them and stuff. You get more forceful when you're drunk because you like don't feel where your body is. At WaveCon, you had a bottle of it was vodka, and how you normally.
Oh,
do,
I drank it all. It was
No,
It was fuck. Who was it? Was it Dabava's?
I don't know whose it was. I
I just drank the rest, man. I put it on the table like that, and I'm like,
It was a
who
marble
wants to
table.
fight? You know what I
It was a
mean?
marble table, and he slammed this bottle down. Like, he finished it, he slammed it down like that, and I thought it was just gonna and shatter everywhere. It didn't. It's like the loudest glass crack on glass you have ever heard, and it didn't chip or anything.
Yeah.
I was like,
God. I laid it down evenly.
I
You know what
I-
I mean?
took it from him, and I slid it to the other end of the table.
There's a moment one night we ran into in the hallway. You were trying to force some wisdom on me, and in your eyes, I looked at you like, Calvin, you're fucking drunk. And you looked at me, and you're like, you're drunk too. I said, no, I'm not. I'm tired. You know what I mean? I remember that.
You were slurring your words a little bit.
You've said that.
Between
I'm
you
not.
and
Do
me,
I ever
you were-
slur my words when I drink a lot?
I don't know. You don't usually drink a lot with me.
Yeah, and you don't normally drink a lot around me.
I think sometimes you drink and then you don't like you hide. You know, like you drink real quick and I never see you drink it, and then you're like, somehow you got drunk and I don't know how.
Yeah.
So at WaveCon, you were usually in the bar, but I was in the game room.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I never saw you drunk there.
I was just giving Aaron drinks then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, at Pins.
At Pins, you
At
drank a
Pins.
lot.
Me?
Him.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, the bar.
I drank more.
I only had 3 drinks.
I
at
had
Pins,
to
I
have
think.
drank more.
I had 3 drinks. and
Supposedly, I spent all that money that I spent, and then you bought me drinks and he bought me drinks.
Yeah.
From what you guys all say.
They were expensive drinks, to be fair.
They were, to be fair, but they were delicious.
If I spent that much here, like next door to the townhouse, I'd be dead.
That's what we talked about, yeah.
Yeah.
Be dead.
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely see myself as a happy drunk because I could watch it, but
Yeah.
I hate how braggy I was Like it's disgusting, and I don't want to ever watch that video again. And anytime I see clips of it, like when you showed me there, I'm like, oh, I don't want to watch this.
See, I don't like watching mine because I'm a fool.
You are normally a fool, but you are a much greater fool.
I'm just a ridiculous fool whenever I'm
funny.
drunk.
Tired drunk.
Just goofy, laughy, just
Yeah.
just a happy little boy.
You
That's
are
what Shane would
a
say.
happy
Shane,
little
you're a
boy.
happy little boy, aren't you?
What am I like?
I don't know. You're
I don't know.
Violent.
Yeah, like a little bit.
Well, yeah. I mean, someone told me, and I kind of kid too. You know, what I mean, I'm always saying, I'll say, I'll fight anyone here right now. Grieve, come here. I start, you know, but I know I'm not gonna like throw a punch at anybody. But like, when you were been drunk, and then like when you are kind of the same way, like you start throwing them, man. You know what I mean?
I think Rick either
And
gets.
I'll like go down, I'll hit you. Like, oh, I'm sorry. And he's like, nope, it didn't hurt. And you just swing at me. I'm like, whoa, calm down, dude. You know?
I think you get aggressive or emotional.
Yeah.
I think are the two stages you usually have when you get like really drunk.
You start blurting out shit you shouldn't say. I'll say that right now. And if you remember everything, then you would know what I'm talking about. But I don't think you remember everything.
I get very snuggly when I'm like
I know
drinking and watching
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
bad
You
You kept
movies
trying to put your hand in my pocket.
and stuff.
No, just you didn't. You didn't do that.
He was like,
Yeah.
and
Where is
stuff.
it? Where is it?
Well, Wilfendor says, I feel like Rick commits many murders while drunk. Rick goes berserk and has no idea why. Why he loves berserk so much. That makes sense.
Berserk, berserk.
Aggressive and emotional. Berserk. Yeah. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Well, I was thinking we could maybe bring one of these out. It's been a while since we've done one.
Ooh, good old Chuck Klosterman.
Chuck Klosterman,
Yeah.
Hypotheticals, 50 questions for insane conversations.
Yeah.
I actually had one picked out for a couple before.
We'll keep these on the back burner just in case.
Yeah. Okay. I don't. I know.
A quote from Rick on the drunk stream. Pull my hair. Like what? Pull my hair.
That's true.
I forgot about that.
I do remember that. Okay, so this one is the meteor.
The
I know
meteor.
I haven't done this one, but I don't know if you guys, because I think you guys have done one without me before.
Doesn't sound familiar.
All the ones that we've done would be in the paper slip.
I don't think so.
Okay. So, Earth is about to be struck by a mammoth meteor.
Okay.
Though no one knows exactly when it will happen, most scientists assume life on Earth will be totally altered and potentially eliminated. Everyone on the planet is freaking out. Suddenly, you receive a bizarre email. The government demands that you must fly to Washington, D.C. immediately by order of the president.
Oh, fuck, this is Armageddon.
The email message includes a first-class plane ticket. Once you arrive at Dulles Airport, military police confiscate your cell phone and wordlessly transport you to a secret hangar that houses 10 massive space shuttles. You are escorted onto one of the ships. Not counting the crew, there are 24 equally confused people waiting on board. You recognize a few of them instantly. Bill Gates, the
Okay.
musician Prince, which this must have been written
Yep.
Yeah.
a few years ago. And
That'd be some shit if Prince was there.
that would be some shit.
Tupac.
Yeah.
It's like shit. You guys are here. I knew it was fake.
And Oprah Winfrey.
Okay.
When the individuals you don't recognize begin talking and interacting with one another, it becomes clear that they are all either brilliant scientists, consequential artists, or extremely wealthy political figures.
So like the 1%, the best of the
Okay.
best.
The ship's captain informs all passengers that the space shuttle will be leaving Earth in 2 hours. He does not say where it's going, although he does insist that anyone who wants to remain on Earth is free to stay behind.
Oh, we're leaving Earth.
You are 90% certain that you've been selected for this trip by mistake.
Yeah.
There's like some other important Aaron Elliott
Yeah.
somewhere else.
Do you remain on board? And if you do, how will you explain your presence to the other 24 passengers? You have no idea if admitting your true identity will disqualify you from traveling.
Like I'm married from Wild Wave.
I mean, I don't know. Like,
You see, here's the
like
thing
for
though.
me, I have my family.
Yeah.
So
Do I escape and let my family just die, or do I die with my family?
I'd rather die with my family. Honestly. I mean, I think that's.
So it's certain death, or it's
Well, they said it was life-altering and perhaps eliminating life.
They assume life on Earth will be totally altered and potentially eliminated.
Yeah.
So it'll either be like an apocalypse
Sure.
or it'll be everyone's dead.
Yeah.
That'd be terrible. I can't imagine like I just leave and like it doesn't kill all life on Earth, but Melanie and my kids are just like trying to survive against some terrible shit. I don't know what I'd do to help, but like I'll farm some grapes. I don't know.
Grapes? You a grape farmer?
Is it oranges?
Yeah, orange farmer. Could guess.
Yeah, I would rather not leave my family. I don't really care if I died. I don't know.
I mean,
I lived a pretty good life.
Although I am curious as to where we're going, so I kind of want to stay for that.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, so what is the actual question now?
So the question is, would you remain with the other passengers? And if you do, how will you explain your presence to them?
So it's like the idea of like, this is probably very valuable real estate.
Yeah.
You're probably in the place of someone that is going to save humanity.
Theoretically.
Theoretically. But you will live if you stay.
I mean, maybe they want a YouTube channel up in space.
I'm just saying, yeah.
They might have wanted
watch
me.
it.
The other
No one
guys.
wants us. They're gonna go for YouTube. They ain't gonna go for us.
They saw and they're like, why don't these guys have
Go
more
for,
subs?
like-
There's got to be these guys. These are the more important ones.
And so there's the 24 on your plane, and there's 10 other
Phil
shuttles.
DeFranco or
So there's like 240 people coming from
there's
America.
Quite a few. They can have one straggler.
I got some shit I could do.
Yeah, I can help with
Lift
something.
like hay bales or
You
something.
feel like fucking
Hay bales in
sweep
space.
The broom. Yeah.
They're weightless, Eric.
I probably have some hay bales up there.
Hay bales in space. I'm not a fool. I can help.
I'll be like, hey, you fucked up.
Yeah, it's not
Maybe
my
you
fault.
should have been left behind. Fuck up.
I would just.
I'm
Okay.
the smart one because I'm here.
Unless they're doing a thing when they come around checking each person.
Sure.
If we just take
No
off,
ticket.
if we just
Throw you
take
off
off
of
and
that.
we're in space, yeah, they're like, who are you? I'm like, I'm Aaron Elliott. It's like,
Well, like-
what do you do? I was like, well, I ran a YouTube channel and did this and this and this and then and they're like, oh,
shit.
But like everyone is talking beforehand.
Yeah.
So like, do you
sit
pretend
there-
like you're a mute?
just sit there quietly
Yeah.
until someone asks me something.
Okay. And so they do, and they're like, oh, who are you? What do you do?
Aaron,
I'll be like,
And what do you do?
I work on a YouTube channel.
So we
just
have
tell
to have,
him.
like a creative way.
What are they gonna be like? Hey, this guy here.
So it's kind of trying to think of like a creative way. It's like, why are we preserving you that they can't like verify? I'd be like, I'm the only person that knows this dead language.
Yeah.
So if I die, this language dies too. And I'm the only person that knows it, so they can't verify if I know it or
I would
not.
say I'm the most virile man on the planet.
Yes.
Fertile.
Yeah.
Yeah,
what he means
that's
by-
perfect for me. I should be that one.
They'd be like, oh man, Oprah's the most virile woman.
Why is Oprah there?
I mean, I'm sure that
She probably paid for it.
humanity would definitely need a game master.
Yeah.
That seems important.
Yeah, but you're in a space, Rick.
Like top 10.
Top 10.
Yeah. Of like needs. I mean, you would probably need a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you would probably need a game master, would probably be number 2. And then like, a scientist or something.
No,
Yeah.
Adrian.
Or
that's
something.
totally wrong.
Or a coupon or something.
Are
All right,
you?
next question.
All right. You want another one?
I think it's a good one.
I would just stay.
I would probably.
Would
I
you
would stay on the. You would stay on the
Sure,
ship.
let's just stay and wait.
say, yeah.
Let people talk to me. I'll just say say the truth. If they ask what's important about me, I'll be like, I work for YouTube and I can make kids
Yeah, I'm good at that.
through condoms and all that. So it's got to be good stuff. Luckily, I haven't had that thing done yet, so that's what's saving my life.
Instead of your blood having acidity, it's your sperm.
Funny thing, sir, I'm sorry, but we see this as an opportunity to eradicate male pattern baldness. So you have to.
And they just kick me off.
Are you into the asteroid as it goes by?
Into space.
And deters the asteroid when it sees your head.
It's weird. There's an elephant asteroid coming though.
So this is the
Mammoth.
honesty
Yeah.
room.
Okay.
The honesty room.
Yes. Someone builds a paranormal honesty room. Within the walls of this room, it is impossible for anyone to tell lies or to avoid answering whatever questions they are asked.
Okay.
The same inventor also creates a memory loss drug that is released into the air inside the honesty room as an airborne mist. What this means is that people who enter the honesty room will not remember what they said, what questions they were asked, or even that they were there at all. The only antidote to the memory loss drug is a pill, and you have this pill.
Ooh, good.
So in essence, you have access to a room where every guest who enters will tell you the absolute truth about anything, and then immediately forget what they were asked and what they said. But you will retain and remember everything. You are inside the honesty room with your parents.
Oh God.
What do you ask them?
Nothing. I don't want to know anything.
Or I guess we could maybe pick something else if we could pick
I
something
feel
else.
like we've
but
done this one before.
I think
don't
we have.
so.
I feel like we have too.
We did.
Really? I don't
Yeah.
think so.
I'm almost
I don't remember
positive.
What was
It
it?
was one of the ones before we started doing the live show, but yeah, we did.
No, we did one where we had like a dream recorder thing,
Yeah, we
parents.
record
I
your
think we did
dreams,
this.
but I don't think we've done this one.
and you have to watch it with your parents and your family.
Yeah.
I remember that.
At the very least, and I've also done this one separately from you guys, though.
Well, why would you do that?
Can't play games without us.
I mean, we could do another one.
No, I'm
Or-
trying to think.
No, I like it.
Yeah.
Does it have to be our parents? Because I feel like I know everything.
I mean, this says your parents,
I know.
but
I asked my dad if there's any I have any brothers or sisters running around. Maybe.
yeah.
That's not bad. My dad traveled a lot.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
Well, my mom got divorced for a while, and he moved back in. You know, because they had me, and then they were divorced for years. I didn't even know it until I was like 11. And they
Yeah.
got remarried. But like it's like I feel like everyone in my family is hiding something from me. From,
Really?
like, around the time I was born. I feel yeah, because there's all these inconsistent stories, and like, oh, that's a long time ago. I don't know.
I really don't
And
think
like,
there's-
and there's all these weird looks, like when I'm in a room, like, hey, you know, remember the agreement 30 years ago? You know, I'm not gonna tell Shane about this. Like that's what I feel like.
maybe your mom isn't your mom.
Pretty sure she is. I got so many of the same features as her.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe your dad just has a type.
maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't feel like there's anything I need to know from my parents.
Yeah, I pretty much know everything that my mom would be hiding.
Like, I can't think of
If your
anything.
dad loves you, maybe.
Huh?
I can't think of anything either.
I just know I would not go in this room for
Any amount of money.
anything less than $1 million.
Well, like, because it's your parents?
No, like if I didn't have the pill,
Oh, if you didn't have the pill.
yeah,
Yeah.
I definitely would.
So if I had the pill and I was taking you in there with me.
Yeah, I would say. No.
Well, he would know about the pill though.
Well, you know some of my dark shit, but I mean, I wouldn't like want to broadcast it on TV. You know what I mean?
Take Shane, I can just know everything.
Yeah.
What
wouldn't
about
like
who is the person you would want least inside that room that had the pill with you?
Jancy, I agree.
Um,
Should make it a video. Who do I want least?
Yeah. If they had the pill and you didn't, who would you want in there the
I'm not gonna
least?
say. I'm done.
the least. Anybody.
Anybody?
I don't know. If there's secrets I have from anybody, then I probably don't want anyone to know them. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
So it probably is not like a specific person. It's probably just like, well, this is my secret. I'm not telling anybody this.
It'd be like the guy from Interview with a Vampire.
Maybe.
Oh yeah.
Not Christian Bale. Christian Slater. Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
I mean, most of my stupid stuff, I feel
Years.
like I don't really have anything that's like, well, I can't tell anybody
Sure.
this, you know?
There's not a secret that you need to bring to your grave.
I mean, I told this story about me pissing on a fucking crab hole, whatever
Yeah.
thing. Like, that's a terrible, terrible thing.
And
not
your
that
waistband
bad.
flips
You know?
up and you piss in your mouth.
Shut up, Calvin. You know, like I told some terrible
the
things,
story, that's
but I
the
can't
Like,
think
there's
of like.
secrets I have from like friends that I will never tell anyone for the rest of my life. Yeah, and I don't even think they're that bad, but I just don't want to go in there. I feel like I'm a bomb. You know what I'm saying?
I guess the question's a little different for me because of like it's a paranormal room, right? Is that what you said?
Yes.
It's like I'll just go in there and spend some time with my parents, you know?
Yeah.
'Cause my mom has passed away, so I was like, let's just go in here, talk.
Yeah.
Don't have anything to hide. Don't have anything to
Sure.
just talk, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just like, how long can we stay in here? Throw the pill.
You don't want to remember it?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't know what the pill did.
The pill lets you remember.
Yeah.
It's the antidote
Maybe I
for
give
Which
the-
you apparently you didn't take. 'Cause you
Remember-
forgot what it did.
If that was the case, I'd probably give it to my dad or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can tell me.
Do you want
Alright.
to try the next one?
Yeah, let's go to the next one.
All right. So this is the freewheeling architect. So tell me if it sounds familiar. You are close friends with a 30-year-old woman who has never been in
False.
a romantic relationship. A romantic
A
relationship.
romantic relationship.
I like the Pacific one.
At long last, she meets a man she seems to like and who likes her. He is 35, a successful architect, relatively attractive,
Vandala.
and refreshingly unguarded.
That thing's a dick.
In fact, he is so unguarded that during the first meal you ever share with him, he stoically tells the entire table a stunning story. This is his anecdote.
Anecdote.
Anecdote, sorry.
Is she hot? Joking. Someone said.
When I was 12 years old, I was playing with my neighbor on a railroad bridge near our home. No one else was around. We got into an argument, and I pushed him off the bridge, killing him instantly. I told everyone it was an accident. I never got into any trouble, but I knew what I was doing. At the time, I truly wanted to kill him. Now, in retrospect, it was obviously wrong. I wish I had not killed that person. But that was 23 years ago. Little kids do crazy things. You know how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
The next day, your female friend asked if she should continue pursuing this relationship. How would you advise her?
No, run!
Fuck yeah. I mean, 20 years is a long time.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason that, like, you know, crimes you commit as a juvenile don't make it
Yeah, and then
into
people
your
could
adult
come
record.
Yeah, and then they come out later to completely different people and become CEOs of companies.
That's true, but it doesn't really show much social maturity to just tell that
Sorry,
story to people you've never met before.
Yeah.
Well, that might be a separate issue. Yeah, I mean,
Well,
True, but I'm just saying, like, just in terms of like,
There's
you
so
know,
it might be
2 issues, and they're working in conjunction. It's a bad sign.
because I think I'm pretty fucking open. I tell people all kinds of shit. You know
yeah,
what
but
I'm saying?
a lot of people get turned off by it sometimes.
Well, then I don't want them in my life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think I do pretty good for myself, so you know.
Do you stay with someone
Well,
who's a childhood murderer?
Yeah, but you
Who's
wouldn't.
basically
I don't-
Macaulay
I can't
Culkin from
see
that
you
movie
being
with
like,
Frodo
I killed
Baggins.
someone when I was a kid. Hi.
The
how
Good
are you?
Son.
You know, that's
The
pretty
Good
much
Son,
what's
Macaulay
happening
Culkin.
Yeah.
Is what now?
Yeah.
there. The Good Son.
Yeah.
Do
What
I-
I said is like I can't imagine if someone's like, "Hi, how are you?" and then an hour later, I killed someone when I was a kid. I don't feel bad. Or like I feel bad. Anyway,
It's like, I wish I wouldn't have done it,
It's
but
like-
in the time, I really
Like,
wanted
what
to do
about
it.
our conversation made you say that? Like, yeah, I don't need to know. You know, like, there's something about it that's like, I don't like that guy.
Once I
Or that guy
strangled a
gives me,
cat to
that guy
death.
gives me a red flag. You know?
Okay.
I can
Yeah.
understand if it's like, hey, we got to know each other, and it's
Yeah.
something like, it's a thing where it's like I have a thing that I feel like if I need to get really close to somebody, they need to know about me, but I feel like we're getting really close, Not like the first day, the first hour. Of
It's
meeting.
not your open.
in front of an entire group.
Well, the thing is, like, if that's the thing you're sharing, what things are you hiding?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe not much. If he's
But
so
I
open.
mean,
Maybe.
would it
maybe.
be better if he was open about that rather than hiding it?
Yeah, but he's not.
But what I'm saying though is, if he's open about that, is he still hiding something else?
Maybe
And
he isn't
and
hiding
Is that
anything.
worse
Yeah,
than this?
I would
Because
make-
he's so open.
That's
he's
the
not
thing.
hiding
I
anything.
feel like that's why it's a crazy story. It's
Yeah.
because he's that open. He told his worst secret.
Yeah, but I think that honestly, I feel like that's a thing where it's like he's putting that on you without any consideration of how you're gonna feel about it. And it's like
Putting it on you.
Yeah, he's like putting that on you. Like, hey, here, you have this information now. What are you gonna do with it? You
Yeah.
know? It's like fucking. I don't know. I'm kind of uncomfortable you put me in this situation. Where I have to make a judgment on somebody I just fucking met. Is what I would say.
Sure.
So I would
Like-
say if they're unstable in that regard, they're probably unstable in a lot of other regards. Maybe you shouldn't. But I mean,
Depends. It doesn't say that in a card. I don't know.
I would say
It says that he
Yeah, I
didn't
like
regret it at the
arguments. I don't
time,
like
but now that
arguments.
time has passed, he does regret it as an adult.
yeah.
Yeah.
I would say
he feels he knew what he was doing at the time. Like
Sure.
he didn't let on when he was a kid, but he's still guilty for that crime. Like if he as an adult understood now that he fully understood what he was doing when he was a kid, like
he wanted to kill the kid. He killed the kid.
yeah,
Yeah.
Now he's like, it wasn't right,
But,
but I wanted to kill him.
also, was that kid torturing his sister, in some fucked up Saw kind of way? Like,
Well,
you don't
that-
know
Card
what
doesn't
that
say
kid did.
Card doesn't say that.
They just
No,
said they had an argument on a bridge,
Yeah,
right?
they just had an argument.
True.
Like I
I mean,
don't know.
I'm gonna say
That would be grounds for
to
reopening the
not
case.
be with him anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm probably.
But it's also kind of saying she's a little desperate, right?
So, I mean, I don't know.
Fine, I'll teach her Tinder.
better be
okay?
alone.
Like I feel like you don't know enough about this person.
I mean, we know
Yeah.
that.
I know, but that's not enough. There's probably more to him than that.
Well, you're just
There's
supposed to,
something
you're supposed to
25
judge only on that criteria. I think.
I
is what
can't
the idea
judge
is.
someone just something like that.
I'm gonna.
You
I would.
judged on less.
You judge on far less.
I think everyone
judged
makes
on no-
snap-based judgments right when they meet people.
I think you've judged on no words.
Yeah,
I mean,
I know, but I don't. Well, maybe.
like that
I guess it,
magazine
it-
earlier.
I guess it would kind of depend on like what the 30-year-old woman was like, and like
There's some people.
I
out
feel
there
like
that
if I
go
was a
good
close
together.
friend with them, I would trust their judgment. So I would be like, just do whatever you think is right, kind of
Yeah,
thing.
but
Yeah.
also
Did she tell? Wait.
she's never had a romantic relationship before.
Yeah.
She has no experience in that kind of
Yeah.
thing. So you are literally
That doesn't
both of their consciences.
that doesn't work for Rick.
I was gonna say I didn't have any
Doesn't work
money
for Rick.
experience.
'Cause
Well,
I was in this predicament with Rick, but I'm like, Rick, I don't know.
Is
It's in
she
like
asking-
3 months. You're getting married.
She's
Are you
asking
sure?
for your opinion.
He's like, I don't care. I'm doing it.
she
All right,
asked
good
if,
luck. The
if she should
relationship is-
continue the relationship.
Yeah.
So it pretty much depends on you.
Well, she's
I don't
just
know.
asking your opinion. It's not
Yeah.
like you're like, no,
Did
you
he?
can't see him.
Did he say
Yeah.
this at dinner with me and her?
And a bunch of people.
Yeah.
I thought.
Right?
Yeah.
Like she was there.
During the first meal you ever shared with him,
Yeah.
So is it just
Stoically-
me and him?
he stoically tells the entire table
Yeah.
a stunning
I think-
story.
I
So
think
she's
would
there
have to
too.
be
So
So
it's
I-
implied that.
I assume
All
it's like a
right.
double date.
So
or something.
if she's asking me to stay with him, I'm gonna say no, and if she wants to stay with him, then I'm gonna say bye. You crazy too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would say no. I say that she should not stay with this
I would
child
agree.
murderer.
yeah.
yeah,
No, that's where I'm at
Yeah.
right now.
Like I don't know. I'd probably say it too. Just I don't know. I guess for me, I always say I'll just find someone better. Like that's how I think. That's how I try to view my relationships. But I don't know. I hate like there's people that my friends are with that I hate.
yeah,
But I do anything I can to support what they want.
sure.
You know what I'm saying? So I say, well, what do you want?
I mean,
And they'll say, this is what I want. I say, okay, well, now I'll help you do what you want. I don't ever try to interject what I think. Really. Yeah, I'll say, like, I'll be like, Aaron, fucking, this woman's a bitch. But if you know what I'm saying, but like, she's your wife, so I'm going to do everything I can. But I'm going to do everything I can to do anything I can for her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
But in
saying?
this situation, she's asking your opinion.
Yeah.
It makes it sound
Like,
like, what
when
do
I-
you think about that?
When I've been asked, I'd say, I don't know. What do you think? Like, I
Yeah.
am very, I
mean,
don't
sure.
put myself in it at all.
But
ever.
it's not like, will you support her no matter what her choice is? It's what is your opinion?
I don't give it.
Okay.
I don't think
Okay,
that
so
I
you
would
just
like
choose not to
condemn him based on what he did as a child.
Sure.
I would kind of have to know what is he like? Does he have a job? Is he living? Right now.
He's an architect.
Oh, he's an architect.
I just think it's a red flag that he just casually throws it out there
Sure.
without it being like, hey, this is a.
Is he a successful architect?
It makes it sound like it's not very important to him if that's his like first day conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, this
maybe.
happened to me one time.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I have to be. I'm coloring in all the blanks that the
Sure.
question has, but
It could have been something that he's talked a lot about in like therapy and things.
Yeah.
So
Maybe he's just fucking lying and seeing what people say.
or he's just super
Crazy.
socially awkward as well.
True.
And like,
Yeah.
he-
What do you think, Calvin?
He just doesn't understand.
I don't know. He says it super stoically. So, from a psychological standpoint,
Was he
it would,
like-
it would make
like
it seem like
Killed a man in Reno.
just to watch him die. No,
Yeah, I mean-
it would seem like he was taking it seriously.
Yeah, and he regretted it, too.
Yeah.
He's
So
just
it's not-
trolling.
it's not- he didn't say nonchalantly.
In the telling of
Yeah.
it, like, I don't know, that would indicate to me that he was being earnest about it.
All right.
Yeah.
So we're good.
Next question.
I think everyone but Rick said, did you say leave too?
I would say, I wouldn't say to leave just based on that.
Okay.
I don't think.
it's all good. with me.
Get a man in Reno.
Okay. The next one is
Hey, Ermic.
Shaquille in the shower.
Shaquille.
This is gonna be
Shaquille.
about big dick.
Shaquille.
This is going to be about what?
A big dick.
You come home from
With
an
a
afternoon
big
of
dog.
shopping expecting your residence to be empty.
And Shaquille O'Neal's in the shower.
However, upon entering your front door, you immediately sense that something is strange. The entire place smells like marijuana and roses.
Oh damn.
There's a briefcase sitting in the middle of your living room, filled with diamonds and Christmas cookies.
Oh, what the fuck?
You can hear the shower running, and when you open the door to the bathroom, you realize the man in your shower is basketball legend Shaquille O'Neal.
Okay.
A naked Shaq peers at you from behind the shower curtain and smiles enthusiastically, but says nothing. He then returns to washing himself. When you ask O'Neal what he's doing in your home, he simply says, "I don't remember."
I don't remember.
Do you call the police?
Hell no.
No.
There's Shaq, diamonds, cookies, weed, and roses. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm not calling police yet.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't call him.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't just ever
No,
jump
I-
straight to call the police. I think it's no. Jeez, that's not what I do.
see Shaq meet?
But no,
He's not
don't-
some stranger, really. I mean, I'm the stranger to him more than he is to me.
Yeah, but he's in he's in your room,
He's in
Yeah.
your house.
Yeah.
your apartment, or your
I mean,
hotel
there's so
room. or
much.
whatever.
There's so much real documentation of who he is, how he is, his personal life, his books, autobiographies. Like,
Yeah, but
if he was
I would
if he
just
was
need
that
to
big and
know.
that tall, and that black. You know what I mean? He was in my shower naked. I don't know who he was. You know.
Is there anyone here whose shower he would fit in? I don't think he would fit in my shower.
He
Didn't
fit
fit in
mine.
I would be like, why'd you put up a shower curtain? I got a bath.
I would say, why aren't these cookies eaten yet? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, you know, I'd call for help. You know,
I wouldn't ruin the
There's
opportunity.
an amnesia'd shack in my house, throwing around cookies and money. You know,
I would ask
like,
him if he needs anything. Like, do you want me to call an ambulance?
like a back scrub.
or no?
is there
Like,
someone I could call?
There you go, Shaq.
If he was just like,
There
I don't
you
know,
go.
I don't
Stop
remember
touching.
anything, I don't know who the hell I am,
Yeah.
I might call the police for like, hey, we need to figure out what's gonna happen with this. Like, you know, like he needs help.
giant.
I'm gonna come over and start shooting him or some shit. You know?
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know?
I
I would
would
ask
ask him-
Shaquille O'Neal's in my house. I know that doesn't make sense. Please come here.
I would ask him if he remembers bringing any luggage with him and
Yeah.
hide it
It's kind of like
if he didn't.
Neil Patrick Harris in the Harold and Kumar movies,
Okay.
where he's just like
Oh yeah.
so oblivious to everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's $100 for that stain on your seat.
Yeah.
I would not.
Yeah, I wouldn't ignore.
Who would you call?
I wouldn't call anybody.
What would you do? Just
I
live
would,
with Shaq?
I would say, hey, you're Shaquille O'Neal. Where are your people at?
I don't know.
I mean,
Where's
What
your?
if you just keep saying I don't know?
That's
I would
Shane, you
definitely-
can't say that to Shaquille O'Neal. Where's your people at?
I would definitely
Well,
talk
I mean,
to
his
him
team, his entourage.
before I
I
call.
mean, I'd be like, you know,
If
if
he
there's
had-
somebody I can call, and if he was like, no, or I don't know, I eventually would arrive to something like the authorities.
Well, yeah, if he
Yeah.
had complete amnesia, but if he
Yeah.
just said, I don't remember why I'm here, but he knows who he is.
Yeah.
And people like that, they usually know who they are. They know who
would-
their family is. They know where they're from.
I would wait till he got out of the shower.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
And try to
I
find
would talk
clothes
to
that
him.
will fit him.
the first thing I would do is talk to him and then find out. I definitely wouldn't just call the police.
He's definitely not armed in the shower. And like you have
I mean,
his
have
briefcase.
You seen him?
He is a very big man.
Yeah.
He could probably tear me to pieces.
Yeah, Phil Jackson
Any
has
of
so
us.
many stories of him walking out in the court because if you're fined, if you're late, Phil Jackson would fine you, like their coach, $10,000. I'll fine you $10,000 for being 1 minute late. So he'd come out because he won't be late, so he'd come out naked with his shoes on. I'm ready to ball. Not late. And Phil would be like, "You're not gonna be fine. Just go put some clothes on." Like,
Shaquille O'Neal would?
yeah, he would do that. Yeah. He'd come out there, 7 feet tall, dick swinging, just wouldn't care. He'd be laughing. Everyone would be cracking up.
You ever see Adam Sandler?
Kobe Bryant would be sitting there fuming because he took it super seriously. Funny stuff.
I mean, Shaq just has to stand there like this. He helps you win, you know? That's all he's got
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah.
Adam Sandler has a really funny story about seeing Shaq naked.
On the set of
Sandler.
Grown Ups
Cool.
too.
Really?
Yeah, it's on like from like the Tonight Show or something. It's hilarious. Check it out.
Grown Ups 2 is terrible.
Oh no, he's done some terrible movies, but he's also done some of the best movies I've ever seen. Billy Madison, I love that movie.
Oh, I thought you meant Shaquille O'Neal. I was like,
No.
name me a good Shaquille O'Neal movie.
Yeah.
Shazam! Kazam, not Shazam.
I was gonna say it's Kazam first
Kazam,
of all.
baby.
How did you mess that?
Second of all, I have to question your definition of good.
Dude, Kazam's
my God.
Rick, you like The
You watched The
Room.
Room.
I love The Room. I'm not claiming it's a good movie.
He can like Kazam. He's not saying
No, he said it was good.
well, it's a good movie.
I love
I have a
Shazam.
good time
I'm not
when I
saying it's
watch
a good movie.
Yeah, I'm not throwing it
Who
up
here
there
thinks
with Schindler's
who
List.
thinks Kazam's a good movie?
I have a good time when I watch it. It's funny. It's
Hell yeah.
adventurous.
I haven't seen it, so I have no
Remember at
opinion.
the end when
It's target audience will love it.
No!
Dude, what can you not love about a genie in a boombox?
Yeah, baby.
Who comes out, he looks like Shaquille O'Neal. You know what I mean?
But I love it.
And he talks in that voice.
Yeah.
It's like Bigfoot voice. You know, like crazy.
Trying to find a good one, Rick.
Yeah. While you guys were talking, but now that you've
Pointed it out.
pointed it out,
Cal, what is the
Drawing
worst thing you have ever done in your life?
pick
Huh?
one.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna ask you that.
You don't look through them, you pick one. Here's the next one.
the porn painter.
I'm good with it.
I've seen the Titanic.
You need to have the inside of your home painted. A thorough online search of available professional painters indicates that the one candidate is especially ideal to your needs. He has earned high approval ratings from past employees and is relatively inexpensive. However, when you contact him by phone, he mentions one strange detail about his work habits. He insists on watching pornography while painting.
That's fine.
Don't worry, I don't masturbate to it. It's just for entertainment, he says. But it's the only way I like to paint. This being the case, I will need to use your DVD player to view my personal collection of erotic films while I work. I may use your cable service to purchase on-demand or pay-per-view pornographic movies, but I will itemize any movies such purchased and subtract them from the cost of your overall bill. Do you employ this pornography enthusiast as your house painter?
100%.
He's the cheapest one, or what was it? Why?
Most suited.
He's the most suited, he has high ratings, and is relatively inexpensive.
He'd have to be very inexpensive, I think.
Yeah, but he can't be too inexpensive that he buys porn and then you can only get so cheap, you know?
It
Yeah.
wouldn't be a deal breaker for me, but I don't have kids running around.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
that's the
It's
thing.
like, all right, man, you do weird shit. I collect Black Series figures. We're all weird people. You
Yeah.
know?
Would you really? Would you really?
Yeah, I don't know. It wouldn't be a deal
I think it would
breaker.
just be like a weird ad. Like if I saw that, like,
It's
No,
not
no,
an ad, it's
no,
your
no,
contact.
you talk-
You call
like,
him.
after I had that conversation on the phone with him, I say, you know what?
And he
I don't think
mentions
it's gonna
it.
work out. You know
It
what I
wouldn't
mean?
be a deal breaker for me.
That'd be just so strange.
Sure, why not? Let's do it.
It's weird.
Watch again.
No, I'm not doing work and I'm not watching it. I'll watch it later because he bought it on my account.
It's like, is that better or worse
Pay-per-view,
than
though.
like a painter listening to like, gangster rap or something with like a lot of cursing loud enough that the neighbors can hear it?
I mean, it makes it sound like he's not going to bother anybody.
No.
If he was going to bother somebody, then
No.
don't do that.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Is like,
Yeah, I would say
Yeah,
it's
like
fine.
if I just left with my family, came back, he was gone, that everything was painted.
Yeah, he
then-
just
then it wouldn't
watched
I don't
some
think it's
porn
meant-
while he did it,
it's
you
not
know,
like you got to stay and get in the corner
and watch me watch porn and paint.
Yeah. yeah.
Yeah.
Blair Witch style, or
What? Have you seen the Blair Witch?
yes.
There's no paint.
I would say, yeah, no, it's
No.
not a deal breaker for me. I mean, like, as opposed to the earlier question where it's like a friend of mine that's
Yeah.
dating this one guy. Like, if someone was like, hey, I'm dating this guy that's got to watch porn while he paints, I'm like, yeah, don't do that.
sure.
I'm just paying this guy to get paint and get the hell out of there.
Yeah,
you know?
and you end up with porn in the end that's free
Yeah.
because he's paying for it,
Yeah.
and it's on your account. Now you just got porn.
I think it'd be weird that he's watching off DVDs and not just like everybody else, just free.
Yeah,
Like,
RedTube or
welcome to the-
Pornhub
welcome
or
to
something
the-
like that.
The digital age, man. You know?
Like, dude, do you know?
Jeez.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Look at all this. You don't need to buy shit.
Yeah.
Ian McCadian just remember to roll out some plastic, buddy.
But I mean, I'm a guy that lives alone, so
Yeah.
like, I'm sure a woman wouldn't be comfortable with that.
I mean,
and
like,
I'm sure people that have kids wouldn't be comfortable.
his other job could be like porn reviewer.
Yeah.
And so like he's just watching it to take.
He's doubling up.
He's
Yeah,
doubling
he's doubling up.
Double decker.
Yeah, not double decker.
Stop.
Double down.
Double decker.
I'm going
You
to
ever had to
assume
double down?
that that's
Double
the
down's
case,
good.
and I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm good with it. It doesn't say on the card, but sure, he can.
Yeah.
He can work. If it helps him work and it saves me money, and I don't have to watch it,
Yeah.
so that's good.
But you will voluntarily watch it later.
Later, in my own time and choosing, as long as it's something that I'd like. Hopefully, it's like Red.
It's not like I'm gonna come in and there's like titties and dicks all over the wall. You know?
No, that's what he
God damn it.
Like
this
we did
guy.
at Brandon Dusky's room.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Okay. Do you want another one?
Yes.
Should do one more, and then we should
Start doing the
questions.
Yeah.
Questions. Yes.
Okay.
There's a few people ask questions. I said put them in the little thing on Discord. So
Yeah, that'd be great.
hopefully they did.
So then we can get him. The musical reversal. Assume everything about your musical taste was reversed overnight. Everything you once loved, you now hate. Everything you once hated, you now love.
No.
For example, if your favorite band had been REM, they suddenly sound awful to you. And they become the band you dislike the most.
Mm-hmm.
By the same token, if you never were remotely interested in the work by Yes and Jethro Tull, those two groups instantly seem fascinating. If you generally like jazz today, you will generally like jazz tomorrow.
This is a depressing question.
If you currently consider the first album, he told me not to screen them, by
Good.
Veruca Salt to be slightly above average, you will abruptly find it slightly below average.
Okay.
Everything will become the opposite, but everything will remain in balance. And the rest of your personality will remain unchanged.
So it's just taste?
Musical taste. Only musical taste.
Only musical taste.
Yeah. So in all likelihood, you won't love the music any less or any more than you do right now. You won't love music anymore.
Sure.
So like all music.
Like, I generally don't listen to a lot of music, but the music I do listen to, here's my taste.
Exactly.
It wouldn't be like, now I really love to listen to
No.
music. Okay.
There will still be artists you love who make you happy,
Yeah.
and there will be artists that you currently find unlistenable. But they will be the artists you currently find unlistenable.
Sure.
Now I can see that this transformation would make you unhappy, but explain why. So why would it make you unhappy?
I gotta listen to Johnny Cash and Bob Dylan now.
Johnny Cash is
But you
alright,
enjoy it.
I know, but it's terrible right now. I
Yeah,
don't
but
want
we-
to.
But you
now,
think it's
you think
enjoyable.
that now, but later you.
I want to enjoy Third Eye Blind and fucking
I know the words to all my
why
favorite
do you
songs.
why do you
You're gonna have to
enjoy
learn
Third Eye
all these
Blind?
fucking new words.
huh?
Why do you enjoy Third Eye Blind?
Because they're singing songs about drugs and it's fun.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, it would make me unhappy. Like if I started listening to, I don't even know music I necessarily dislike, but like I would say country is the genre I like the least.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the genre I like the least.
Typically country I don't
but
like
there's
very
some
much.
country that's great.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
So like I don't know,
Definitely.
like I don't know what the opposite would be for me. I guess I like all country, and then
See, here the thing I think is I like most music, so I feel like I would begin to dislike most music. then,
yeah,
right.
Yeah, me
By
too.
logic,
Yeah.
It's not like an even split for me.
it
So
would, I feel like it would be bad because there's not a ton that I usually just kind of dislike.
Yeah.
Usually I either just don't like it, and I kind of just like all this. Now I'm
Sure.
gonna dislike all this and just really like these things.
I would say the biggest problem for me would be, like, I love Bob Dylan, and one of the things I love about Bob Dylan is Bob Dylan himself and the amount of, like, academic study you can put into his songs.
Yeah.
And you can't do that with all artists, you know? Like, I love, pop artists, like, I can't think of any examples, but, like, their music and Bob's music, I enjoy listening to them both, but with Bob's I can go further, whereas there's kind of no meat on it after just kind of enjoying listening to it in the background or whatever.
Yeah, I
kind
get
of thing.
that.
I don't know. Today
Like
I
some
learned.
songwriter wrote this and they're singing it.
Today I
Yeah.
learned in a new song that there was the lines. What was it? I play with my kitty like he plays with his guitar, and I was
Yeah.
like, wait, did they just say that? And I looked up the lyric, and like, they did say that,
Yeah.
but it just caught me off guard.
But music that is generated to be the most popular music or whatever versus something that's coming from someone's heart. Like, I would hate to lose, to flip on that, Does that make sense?
So you think most music doesn't come from the heart? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I think like Britney Spears' songs, were written to appeal to a
Yeah.
demographic, and she was crafted as that sort of character.
Yeah.
Whereas Bob Dylan is just writing stuff he wants to write and fuck everyone else.
Well, the thing about Britney Spears is later in her career, when she had more power,
Yeah.
she was able to write some of her own
Well-
stuff. And some was pretty good,
Sure.
some wasn't.
And I'm
But
not
it
saying
was- but
I
at least
don't
it was-
like Britney Spears stuff.
Yeah, I
but-
get you.
I don't actively hate it, except for Toxic. But that's because of a joke. But I mean, it's not like I would be like, God damn, this is really good now. It would be like, God damn, this is not as good as it passably was earlier.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So you don't have a strong opinion.
Not really. I guess one thing would be like, oh, now there's a lot more stuff I can go out there and try to find and appreciate than the stuff I had found previously.
Yeah.
It's like having a whole new kind of a appreciation for something. There's something cool about that. But music isn't really as much part of my life. You know what? I like Kogias more. So I wouldn't have to deal with those fucking trumpets.
Oh,
There you
But
go.
I hate those
I love it.
trumpets.
You hate the trumpets?
I
hate
love
those
it.
trumpets
I
so
love the noir trumpets
Yeah.
so much.
like,
Dude,
I like noir music. I think it's just
so good.
I'm not gonna
It's
like
bad.
there's so many music there's so many songs from video games that I love.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna like not loving those. But I would
It's
hope
gonna ruin those video games for you.
I would hope that there'll be other video games that I'll love their songs, but I just can't imagine those ones being as amazing.
Sure.
I look
thing
at
that I
music
s-
as more objective than.
Well, you would like it just as much, just the other way, right?
Yeah, I guess.
I look at more
I
objective
don't-
So, like,
than movies.
Star Wars would be unwatchable for you guys.
Can you imagine hating the music of Star Wars
Yeah.
and watching Star
I guess
Wars?
what's weird because when I hate, there's never anything. If there's something I don't like, I don't actively hate it. I just filter it out. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like there's movies I hate.
Yeah.
I think music is so much more objective. So like if there's something I listen to, like well, it's not my thing. I don't like sit there and analyze why I don't like it and why it. You know what I mean? I just don't think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Shane,
like,
need to not rattle that
Your
against your
braces
watch.
are pretty loud.
But like, do you think it would ruin Star Wars for you if it changed to like a Lethal Weapon soundtrack with a lot of saxophones?
I love saxophones.
Oh, I know.
But I probably would hate them then.
Yeah.
Damn,
I don't
that's
know.
terrible.
I mean, I would enjoy it less.
I think I would too.
But
But you
that's-
would, yeah.
But you would hate it the
I
same
mean, the
amount that
emotion,
you
the
loved it
characters, the
before.
action stuff stays the same. It's just like, I don't like that.
But I
The
mean,
music isn't.
The music they chose is
The
terrible.
music isn't the oxygen that of Star Wars needs for me.
yeah.
Yeah, but when it's
I mean, George
composed
did it-
by George or John Williams,
Mhm.
it makes a huge difference in your watch through of the
Oh,
film.
believe me, I know. I mean, Star Wars music is the oxygen of Star Wars. Like, it doesn't survive without it.
Yeah.
That's what
But
George
I
said.
wouldn't. I don't think I would hate Star Wars because I like enough about it, like besides the music, that I would still really enjoy it.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, it's just music. It's not like your taste in story
No.
and character.
Yeah,
choices
'cause what's
and-
weird is like a lot of the new music, like I'm not super in love with like I am the old music. You know what I mean? So I just don't like think about it.
It's like there are a lot of video games for me that I hate the music and it would ruin it for me if I couldn't mute the music. but you can. But in movies, you can't really mute the music. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to think
Well,
of
like
any
I'm
movies.
thinking about like Doctor Who right now too. Like, I love the "I Am the Doctor" the soundtrack
Yeah.
song. So like whenever there's things going on, I'm like bum 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 bum, bum and like it's getting me pumped. I'm loving it. I feel like it would lessen that show for me
Yeah.
to not enjoy the
Well,
songs. You know?
The thing about the question is, like, this is about musical taste, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not necessarily like.
I mean,
It doesn't mean that everything sounds bad.
It's not about musical
No.
taste. It's about why do you feel like you would be sad about flipping your music taste?
Yeah, I know. I mean, like, it's not like I'm watching Star Wars and the music is like, like
No.
shitty.
the
It's
music
like,
would be the same.
like the music will be the same. I just feel differently about it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like it's not like why the hell did they just put this fucking trumpet going wah, like that?
Right.
Like I don't know.
Yeah, but it would be as if they did, the stuff you hate now would be what you're
Well,
hearing.
I mean,
you know?
there's songs that I can listen to and be like, well, I mean, it like professionally or like musically, it's a well-structured song. I just don't particularly enjoy it.
Could you imagine
yeah.
having Star Wars and you're hearing the Code Geass song that you don't
Yeah.
like
Well, yeah.
instead?
No, I can, but just like when I watch Code Geass, I can kind of separate the two from it.
Yeah.
I mean, just like with art, like you can appreciate something as being well crafted,
Sure.
and still not like it,
Yeah.
Because it's not your cup of
like
tea.
Game of Thrones in some cases.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or not, or
I'm
not.
trying to reframe it in my head because I was kind of thinking like, it's like, oh, now bad music sounds good. It's
No.
not bad in terms of like the objective, this is bad music.
Sure.
This is not to your taste.
Yeah,
you know?
like you wouldn't just hear a toddler like bang on a piano,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden that would sound like Mozart to
Like
you.
it would just be weird. Like I can't imagine anybody in the world being like, no one, there's somebody out there doesn't like the Twin Suns theme from episode 4, or it's like it's not an emotional scene or something.
Sure.
I can't imagine someone listening to it and being like, yeah, it doesn't work, So like, when my taste flip, does that flip as well?
Does
I
what
don't know.
flip?
I,
What do you mean?
I,
Like someone
I think
that
it
had
would flip.
Someone
Yeah.
that can have a complete different taste in music, in terms of like contemporary music and something you listen to in the car, can have the same exact taste in terms of instrumental. So I don't know, like, what's my opposite of that? Is it
Well, I mean, the
Yeah, at
opposite would
least-
be like, I don't know, be opposite, but it would be a Vivaldi versus Beethoven,
sure?
or something.
Yeah.
I mean, I
don't know.
I feel like if you're just saying like songs I love, I would hate that. And I feel like it would lessen Star Wars or any other movies
Yeah.
for me because now I hate that song.
Yeah.
I love that song right now, you know what I mean? If you hate that song, it's going to lessen the experience of the movie
Yeah.
in
But
general for you.
Yeah, I guess
Definitely.
things I hate though, I just don't let it affect me.
Like, I mean,
Yeah,
Something I hate.
the only
I get-
example I
But
can
can you think
of
of things you love?
Yeah, sure.
So that's the biggest thing for you is that right now you don't really have anything that you hate, but things you love you're now going to hate. And
Yeah.
things that you were just kind of like content with, you're just going to be slightly content with
Meh.
that they're
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, it would
So
be
now
the
you're
worst
just-
for you.
Yeah, because now you're not going to have any music that you love. You're just going to have
Well,
songs that you absolutely hate now.
I guess for me, because I don't listen to a lot of music, and I don't know. I listen to some music. I'm like, yeah, it's good. I don't love it.
Yeah, exactly. You just
But
can-
like, I wonder if because the things have switched, now when I start listening to more music, maybe there would be more stuff that I like versus the less amount of stuff that I didn't like or I did like. I don't know.
I'm kind of with you. I think.
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, I can't watch
because
fucking-
it's making me feel like a new emotion within music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which I kind of feel like I don't know.
I mean,
it's not the question.
I would say the worst thing with me is that I'm fairly polar where it's like I enjoy most music. I don't have a ton of music that I hate.
Yeah.
I don't really particularly like country, but there's still some country that I like. So
Sure.
to flip it, I would go from like having a lot of music that I like and it kind of going down this way to kind of things I dislike and like less that I hate to where now I'm gonna be like I really like these like 3 or 4 things.
Yeah.
And I really hate a lot of this now.
The
Yeah,
best
'cause
example to me, I think, would be A Knight's Tale, where it has like all that pop and rock music that wouldn't fit normally in that kind of music. But what if, for me, that was all replaced with like popular country music? I would not be able to watch that movie. I don't think.
Yeah. It replaces music you don't like.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's different. And it would kind of take it out. It'd take you out of it.
I don't know because there's music you don't like, but you know it fits. Like you might like that movie, the music wouldn't change the movie, your taste would. So you could watch it and go, "Do you know that you used to love it?"
It doesn't specify.
I imagine that you wake up and your tastes are flipped, but you still have a memory.
Sure.
It wouldn't change your memory. So I know I used to love this. I know this. Like
So you just force yourself to like this
No, I would
movie
say,
with this
well, I
soundtrack?
used to love this. I don't really like it now.
but it fits with the movie. Like I don't think it would make it things not fit. Like it would still fit.
I don't know, but you're also basing that on like rational thought, like
Well,
music and everything. How you perceive music and how it makes you feel is so emotional and irrational. Like you can't separate that from how it makes you feel. You can't say no, that music makes sense for that. It's literally your brain telling you that you don't like it.
Well,
And
it
you
just
can't.
it depends,
You
'cause
can't
there's-
really. You can't justify that and say no. I know that music makes sense, so I'm going to appreciate it.
Well, there's
It's
things
just
that
you
like
don't like it.
that I like and don't like where I still say it music fits. You know what I mean? Like, 'cause I don't know if that would change how I view a movie.
it might be cheating in the question to frame it in terms of a movie too, and not just keep it like just songs you like listen to on the radio.
Yeah.
Because that's like changing like a lot of things for me. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's like, well, one of the best things about Star Wars, about George Lucas, is that he got John Williams to do it. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he doesn't get
Yeah.
John Williams to do it, he's not the guy that made Star Wars anymore.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, he still got John Williams to do it, but now you hate
just don't
John
like it.
Williams.
But I
you
mean,
know?
like-
That's the thing. It's
Like with Calvin and Queen, he loves Queen and
Yeah.
he loves Highlander,
Sure.
and Highlander is Queen, but
Yeah.
like he wouldn't love Queen anymore, so he wouldn't love
I
Highlander
wouldn't love Highlander anymore.
it would be weird. It'd be like playing Metal Gear Solid, and now I hate the theme of Metal Gear Solid and a lot of the soundtrack that it has. You know, I feel like it would flip. It would flip more than just music around for me. It would also flip other things like video games and
Yeah.
movies and
Basically,
TV shows and stuff.
it would be like if you watch Star Wars and they kept the same music, but they did it as a country remix, or a remix of a genre that you didn't like.
Could you imagine hating the DuckTales theme?
Can anyone?
That's what I'm saying.
Is that even possible?
Like you hate DuckTales theme now. That's what you do.
Yeah.
Because who doesn't love it?
Powerline.
Everyone loves
You
it.
hate that-
Yeah.
you hate
Could
that
imagine
song, you
hating
don't like
their
that movie.
songs
No,
from
I
Goofy
can't
movie?
imagine.
It'd be terrible. So now
like,
you
oh,
get
man, I
now
gotta
you get to
listen
the
to
part
the
of a
song
Goofy
now.
movie where they play Stand Out and Eye to Eye, and the whole thing's about them just singing those songs, you know. And now you just this song's stupid. Why are we even in this? Can we just skip this part? Now you might hate the whole
yeah,
movie.
I mean, it's weird. I get it. I would hate that would suck. I would hate to hate that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, that's all made
But
for
like-
that segment, but they're good, fun songs. But now if you just hate those songs and they're not fun and you don't enjoy them,
Yeah.
it's flipped it all on its head. Now you might hate that movie now. That whole movie's a musical.
I mean,
Yeah.
It would ruin musicals.
would it
Yeah.
also be like because there's some science to music, and
Yeah.
like there's certain notes that will make you feel anxious, you know?
Yeah.
Just because that's the way human brains work. So like, would that flip that for like horror movies as well?
It's a weird thing to I don't know. It's why I don't know. It's weird to think about
Yeah.
because there are well-made songs that I don't enjoy.
Sure.
You know, it's not just like weird noises and stuff. So I don't know. Like
Basically,
Alfred Hitchcock, would he like, you know, he has to pick a song that I don't like, you know.
Yeah.
Like
or that makes you uncomfortable.
but needs to make sure it doesn't like, you know, invalidate his values as a filmmaker.
I mean,
stuff like that.
he's not changing what he's picking though. Like Rick keeps on saying, like imagine country that. No, don't imagine that. Imagine you just hate the song,
song
that
doesn't
you
change.
love.
Yeah.
The song's the same. And some
Well,
people that
Rick
maybe
is
hated
just
before.
your
Rick
perception
is saying
of
like the science of it, like the beat, how it goes against your own heartbeat, how it goes against that kind of thing. Like there's a science to a horror song, you know.
Yeah.
So like, how much will it change from ba da 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 to ba 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 ba? You know, and like I don't like that ba ba. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a weird thing.
It's interesting.
I think it's an interesting question, and if you look at it from just like a music you're listening to like on the radio or something, because then it's like, because then the question's interesting, like why, like you have like the exact opposite. It's like, oh, maybe I have more stuff to go and enjoy on this next half of my life, you know.
Yeah.
I see. I feel like I wouldn't. I feel like I would go from a point of like most of music I enjoy to now most of music I don't enjoy.
Sure.
And I would have less that I would listen to.
Okay.
Me too.
And I would
You're not seeking
also
out music you don't like, right?
I'm just saying I enjoy pop. I enjoy 80s. I enjoy rock. I
Yeah.
enjoy
You
like
like thrash metal?
like I've been playing like song pop and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Where like I have all these categories that I know all these songs because I listen to a ton of songs.
Sure.
The things I don't typically listen to are metal and country.
There's
Which is
songs that
a
I
lot.
don't like.
So
but
now there's only 2 genres I have out of
those are huge
all
genres.
genres of music.
I can't say for me there are any
I mean, all
genres
genres are
I don't
huge,
like,
yeah.
but there are songs I don't like. And I like more songs in rock than I do in country, but there are country songs I like.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, I would go from, like, say there's 10 genres, I would go from liking 8 and disliking 2 to liking 2 and disliking 8.
Yeah.
And I feel like that would be worse for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
I agree.
Okay. So, Nicolas Cage has a question.
Sickles Nage.
Nage, my mistake.
Yeah.
Have any of y'all ever been in a serious fight? If so, when and where? How much damage did you do or take?
With each other or in general?
I think it's just in general.
Okay.
I guess the closest serious fight besides like there was karate and stuff. I wouldn't count those as serious fights. The closest thing would have been Hank Wells.
What was
in,
the Karate Kid that you had a
in like
rival?
in
at the
fifth
gym?
grade?
In 5th grade.
What's his
Yeah,
name?
back in fifth
I'm
grade.
afraid that I barely have a minute left.
Sorry. Go ahead.
What?
In fifth grade,
Lord.
I had a fight with his name was Hank. He was a bully I'd had since like I don't know 3rd grade or whatever it was, and he kept doing stuff and whatnot to me. And my parents would like, just next time he does something, just hit him. I was like, I don't want to get in trouble. I was like, you won't get in trouble at home. I was like, okay. So next time, like we were out on the playground. It was 5th grade. We had like an extra recess at the end of the day because we were just done. So at recess, I was out walking around doing something, and him and Zach were walking around. They had like a ball, and they kept throwing it at my head, and like hitting me in the back of my head. And I was sick of it. So one time he threw it, I grabbed the ball and I turned around, and I threw it back at him, and Zach said, "Look out!" And Hank looked up and hit him square in the face.
Yeah.
So then he came running after me, and we kind of ran around. And then like I remember at one point we were down on the ground. He was like sitting on me, and I was face down. He was like on my shoulders, and somehow I did like a somersault, ended up on top of him, and I slammed his face in the ground, got up, and then he like chased me down again. We tussled on the ground. I hit him with like a hammer fist, like in his eye, just pow, and then like. He like went back and he was just rubbing his eye and stuff, and he started crying, and he was telling Ryan and Zach to go and get that fucker so I can start hitting him, and they were kind of like, no. and then Mr. Gage came out, and he made us sit like side by side, touching shoulders for the rest of the recess, and then we had to talk to the principal and stuff, and they said there was nothing that they could do. If it did anything to him, they would do something to me, and so they just didn't do anything to either one of us. I don't think we ever got in trouble for that, but then he kind of stopped messing with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And he was a year older.
Yeah, well, he had failed,
So
he was in our grade, and
Yeah.
then at some point he, I guess, did better. I got better,
Yeah.
and went up to the other grade.
Okay.
For me,
Anthony,
I was gonna say
remember that?
also something thrown at my head. We had like apple trees, but they were like sour apples, like,
They were crab apples, right?
Crab apples,
Crab
yeah.
apples.
and like he took one of those, and we were all in my driveway. He threw one on the back of my head and like split open or whatever. And I turned around and I gave him a choke slam in the gravel, and that was it. The fight was over. He was a tiny boy.
Yeah.
He was like a grade or two younger than us.
Yeah,
He just beat down this little kid.
Oh fuck.
Well,
I
yeah,
just-
if he's doing that, you gotta teach him.
yeah, just
I get it.
a choke slam. I think I took his bike and I threw it in the woods. And I was like, all right.
Jeez.
Well, because
done.
he had biked there, didn't he?
Yeah.
Like, I don't even think he was supposed to be there.
No, he
Fantastic.
wasn't supposed to be there.
He just came and showed up. He was
I
a
love
little-
when you can.
That's
throw
awesome.
someone in
that
the
kid was just a
woods.
little dick.
Oh yeah.
Throw like a
Or
bike
the
or something.
Well, I threw Shane Thompson's bike in a dumpster because he beat up Jordan Stryker.
But I also did push a kid out of a second-story window. So
You didn't push him out. He grabbed your folder, you chased after him, and then you got your folder and pushed him, and he went up against the second story window, and it cracked. Like you smashed into it, and we're like, and Miss Vince was like, Rick, Sam, you guys sit down. And then they had to stay after class, and then they were in trouble, and
How were you here?
that was
Sixth
sixth
grade?
grade, I think.
6th grade.
So mine happened in 5th grade. When was Anthony?
I don't remember.
Me either. It was like a birthday party, wasn't
It
it?
was around 6th or 7th grade, I feel like.
Yeah, I think it was a birthday party for you.
Yeah.
Shane, Eric, you guys ever have fights, Calvin? Calvin, you
quite a
you ever
bit.
fight your sisters?
Yeah.
Is that what your fight would be?
Well,
I mean, like
I mean, not like serious like knockdown drag out fights. Like me and my sister almost got into it one time, like for real, and we just pushed each other off, but we never actually swung at each other.
Okay. Is that the closest to a fight you ever had, or?
That's a hell of a
To,
story,
like,
bro.
A serious fight. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
Like, my sister was 4 years younger than me, so I couldn't really get into a fight with her
mine was
anyway.
Mine was 1 year.
Yeah.
And she did karate with us.
Yeah.
So her and I, if we fought, we would fight.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I never wanted to, like, fight with her anyway.
But I was always better at grappling. So.
Because, like when we were kids and stuff, she'd bite me, and my mom was like, bite her back. I was like, I'm not going to bite her back.
You're a
That's
little
just
girl.
weird."
That's what Maggie did to Lessa when they were really young and stuff. Maggie was a biter. She'd just bite whenever she got mad or something, she'd run up and bite people. So Mom
Evie
just-
had a biting phase.
Yeah,
I think I
Mom just-
might have the scar still.
Mom just told Lessa, like, next time she bites you, just bite her back. And one time that Maggie bit Lessa, she bit her back and she drew blood. And Maggie didn't bite anymore.
Yeah.
There you go. As someone said, Shane beat up a man in a bathroom, stole his wallet. # never forget.
It wasn't just me. It was Cody and Stetson and Tom.
All right, so you two.
I mean, real fight. I never had a real fight with my brother or anything. I've only ever threatened violence to one person, who was a relative who used the event of my mom's death to try to attack my religious beliefs or lack of.
Yeah.
That's the only time I've ever threatened violence, and I was serious about it. So, other than that, nothing.
I've threatened violence a
Oh
lot.
yeah.
I've definitely
Threaten
threatened
balance to me. I'm gonna kick you in the face, Aaron.
I've-
But
I've-
this one was
Do it, pussy.
This one was like, if you don't shut up, I'm gonna kick your ass. Like, I have to.
Was it as much anger as when I hit you with that chair?
Oh, it was so much more anger.
Okay.
What about when I shot you in the face with a Nerf
You
gun?
had-
That's
you
a
were-
lot of anger.
You were unreasonably angry when he hit with that chair. I know.
Unreasonably, yes.
I mean, I was kind of pissed. You didn't get fucking scarred for life.
If that happened to me, I wouldn't be that pissed.
Yeah.
Well, we'll hit you next time with a chair.
But as far as
We'll see
injuries
if I get pissed.
go, like, I definitely got the most injuries in karate.
Yeah.
Between, like,
So go up
dislocated
against Eric.
fingers and
That's what you told me.
caved in rib cages and things like that. But
Bloody nose.
I
blood.
remember you always tell me that.
Bloody noses.
Like, I remember you always told me growing up, like, I was better than Aaron at this and that, but he kicks like a bitch. That's what you told me.
I used to. Rick would just try to punch fast, and my sister, I think
To tackle
she
you?
would hit hard and stuff, and then I kicked. I was a kicker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved using my legs. I had long legs. I use this to my advantage.
I've
Not a fool.
I've threatened violence. I've been in quite a lot of fights, but I've threatened violence so much more.
Yeah.
And when you know you can fight, it's so much easier to threaten violence. You know what I mean?
Kick your ass, motherfucker!
Well,
I've heard you say that so many times.
Well, have I around you?
Yeah.
To him.
Not seriously.
Well, one time, I
mean,
think
you've
one
been
time when I
telling
was
stories.
with you,
Yeah.
and we were at I think we were definitely in the Columbus Convention Center. We're at the Hyatt for some reason. I can't remember why. I think it might have been for
With
Emma.
Calvin? With me?
For some reason, I keep remembering you being there, but you were definitely there.
There's no way Calvin was
And
there.
like
right?
someone hid my drink, like my smoothie, and I was livid. You know what I mean?
I was there.
I don't think you were there. It's more recent.
I'm pretty sure it was your strawberry smoothie.
I mean, yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure on that, you also spilled a strawberry smoothie on the hotel floor. And it got stained, and we tried to clean it up, and there was no way.
Well, now I know that's
happened so
false.
many times,
Now I know
I
that's
don't-
false.
I
I
don't
would have
know.
cleaned it up. Well, I remember this kid,
Shane, you've made messes here.
and I remember
Hasn't
this
been cleaned
kid bumped into me hard. And I grabbed him like, what the fuck you doing, asshole? You know, I got up at him and he's like, I'm so sorry. I realized he was younger than me. You know what I mean? He was like probably 17. I was like 25, you know? What the fuck you doing, asshole? I got up in his face. I'm so sorry, sir. I said, you better be. And then
He bumped into you?
well, it's like he tackled me. Like he tackled me from the side. Like as a joke. I thought he did it like as a joke. But I think he just fucking wasn't looking.
You run into people all the time because you're not looking. Like you're never aware
Not
of your
like
surroundings.
It was so hilarious when your son ran to that door yesterday.
He just ran into a full bore.
It was closed,
like if-
wasn't it?
Like
Yeah.
those security videos of people like stealing something and
It
trying
is.
to run out.
It's
of
like that one cat that's running down the sidewalk,
Yeah.
and he hits a glass door. So this was a
It was just a
wood
solid
Yeah.
wooden door.
It was solid
Just-
wooden door,
research. Just,
and he
It was
like
just
he
like
slams
that door
against
behind
it, and he
Calvin.
slowly falls back.
Yeah, if it was closed.
It was just a white wooden door.
And it wasn't
Yeah.
around the counter. Like,
No,
He ran out of the kitchen straight across the hall into that door. I'm like, you're an idiot.
Well, definitely.
I laugh so much.
I mean, the bathroom beatdown was a pretty. Like I remember that quite a bit because I bought an Xbox 360. You know what I mean?
right.
But one time I was a sophomore, and like Jordan Stryker, he used to just mouth people off all the fucking time, and they'd want to fight him. He'd be like, Shane, like you got to fight this kid for me. I can't do it. Like, you're better than me. Like you're stronger than me. You're faster than me. Could you please fight this person? I can't do it. Like, he would just sit there and he would do that. And like I don't want to fight like I don't want to fight Jason Jones because he fought all people all the time. You know what I mean? And this wasn't me, but like I remember not want to fight him and going like I don't want to fight this kid. You know what I mean? He whoops people's asses all the time. But I'll do it if I have to. If you call me yellow, I'll do it. But I looked at Jordan. I said, "You kick him in the nuts and you fucking punch him in the face." So we all met in the auditorium, okay? And there's like we had like 40 people in there, and this is during the lunch. I don't know how we didn't get caught. So I all sat down, and Jason was waiting on the stage, and I was in the front row. I was like, "All right, remember what I said, Jordan? Jordan gets up there all nervous and just kicks him in the nuts and punches him in the face. He falls down. We all get up and go, oh, you just got served, bitch. And we all get up and start going, oh, motherfucker. You know, taking a wheel, spinning him around. You know what I mean? And this kid was out, man. He was rolling. He was holding his stomach, crawling on the ground. Jordan's like, I did it. I punched. I knocked him out. So that, you know, that wasn't my fight. That was a proud moment for me to see this little man.
I remember
punch him out. And go ahead.
I think it was you, me, and Rory were gonna go. My sister's boyfriend at the time.
Oh
was
yeah,
like,
we'd have whooped this motherfucker's
we were gonna,
ass.
yeah, he'd been like hitting my sister and stuff.
Because there's many times in the middle of the night I call Aaron and go, hey, I might have to whoop someone's fucking ass. You got my back? Yeah, I guess. And I don't think
You make him sound too much like Zach.
I think it's only one time we had to go someplace, right?
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think one time you called or texted me as well,
You called a few
Maybe.
times, be like, hey,
but it got canceled.
Yeah, exactly.
It got canceled.
It rained. We got it rained out.
It was like jury duty.
Well, because like I was like,
Lightning. We had to wait 30 minutes.
well, like when I was younger, like okay, I went to St. Mary's Catholic School, all right, and I guess we were like one of the rich kids. You know, I definitely wasn't. You know what I mean? And it was tradition for like all these West Side fucking piece of shit guys that were older, and some of these kids are like 19, 20, 21, that would find these freshmen and beat the fuck out of them in football games.
That's terrible.
Yeah, I know. And a lot of these kids like weren't even in school. It was just like a tradition. So I remember they were after me. And then one time outside this football game, I was walking from Don John Stadium to my cousin's house on 9th Street. And then I was in front of Speedway, like walking, you know, where that, like I was kind of like a little past that where that road where you used to live.
Mm-hmm.
And then the kid, and I looked and I heard something. All these kids were just running, like, and they were like huge. Like I was like, oh fuck, you know what I mean? I take off running, and then these kids show up in front of me. So there's like 10 of these kids, and they started beating the fuck out of me. They're kicking the shit out of me. I was on the ground, and I caught some guy's leg. I remember that I rolled, and I heard a
Crack.
Oh. And it was so loud, and everyone went, and they backed up, stopped kicking the shit out of me. Like, kid, what the fuck is wrong with you? and I remember the kid was like, he was on and this guy, he had like facial hair and everything, like kicking the shit. You know what I mean? These men were beating the fuck out of me. I was like 15. And then like,
And what the fuck's wrong with you?
he was rolling around like, oh God, Jesus, you know. and I just went, you know, like
I'm calling the police.
and I just took off running. I took off running to the cemetery, like, which is in between. Like, I had to go through the cemetery to take the shortcut to get to my cousin's house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this motherfucker's like a half a mile long. I crawled through the cemetery. Like, I just don't know if they're after me. Like, I was
Yeah.
so paranoid for like 2 weeks. And then,
What, did it take you like a half hour to get through the cemetery?
yeah, it did. It took me like all night. And then, like, 2 of those kids were like, one of those kids was a sophomore, and the other kid was a senior. And I got that one kid back a couple years later. And the other kid, I tried to get back at the stern wheel when I was a senior, and he was like you know, he was like 21 or something.
Yeah.
And then what happened was he was supposedly at the Porta-John, so me and all my crew were sitting there waiting for him to come out, and the motherfucker never came out. You know what I mean? Like,
Probably saw you out
Did you
there.
just stay in there?
well, no, we stayed there forever. And then like, are you sure he's in there? Like, I swear to God, he was in one of these. I swear to God, he's right here. He's fucking there. And then I'm like, no, would not, because people keep coming in and out of there. So I never got him back.
He like escaped at the back. Just went out back into the
Well,
Porta-John.
Like he crawled out through the little
He
vent.
crawled in the hole and out.
Well, and I remember,
Blue.
Yeah.
I
blew himself.
remember when, okay, basically, who was it? The kids at the kids at South during football games, they would egg our bus every year.
Yeah.
So we go by the hospital and wait during the basketball games. When they drive by, like, we go by the hospital and egg their bus. Okay. What happened was we didn't get to the hospital in time, so we were running down the hill, and we saw the bus drive. I was like, God damn it, we missed them. We're fucking going. We're going with them. All right. So we jumped. We went back up top, jumped in Cody's truck, and there's like 9 of us in like 3 different cars, and we went down and we followed the bus all the way to South. And when we got there, there's a bunch, like when the bus came out, we parked in the back, and then all these kids, there's a bunch of trucks there. We're like, well, these are, you know, guys who can get picked up. Okay, and then what happened was they started coming after us. Okay, there's like 10 cars. Like, we gotta get the fuck out of here.
Like they called ahead. The guys are
Yeah,
coming.
they called ahead.
People meet him there?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my
there's,
gosh.
I did that at the tertiary house that one time.
okay, yeah, okay. There's these. What happened was we had to beat up Shane Tom. Okay, you know the kid who got caught whacking off in the bathroom?
Yeah, you said
Travis
the
Ayers.
teacher came in and
Yeah.
told on him, right?
No,
They were
no,
like,
that's a Kyle McKittrick.
Oh.
Travis Ayers,
fuck.
Keith Wenzel, and Zach Rossell caught him.
what is up with all what's wrong with your school? We're just jacking off all the
I don't
time.
know. No, well, anyway, so
They won a fight and started jacking off.
this kid, I didn't really like this kid, but he was like one of Jared Stetson's best friends. So he was like my friend-in-law. So after this, everyone was trying to beat his ass. When I was like, you know what, whatever. But so we had to stick up for him a few times. Like a football game, he's like, can I please come with you guys? Like, I guess, you know what I mean? And what happened was, what the fuck happened? No. Okay, so what happened was, Montana Hewlett, one of his friends, Cody Grayhouse and Tom Meyer beat his ass in the bathroom. And then from that point, there was a war. They were all after us and me. We couldn't go anywhere alone. And this is like half my senior year. And what the fuck happened? Me and Cody, we were driving. Were you there?
Yeah,
He was
I
at the
wasn't in the
house.
car. I was at the house. The only
you
reason I was involved in this at all is that these people were like attacking.
Yeah,
based off your guys' high school.
There was like 4 or 5 of them in a car.
Yeah,
right?
they had a car. They were chasing after us.
And you guys were in a car
and
too.
Cody was like,
You were in Cody's truck. I think,
yeah,
the red
and
truck.
and I was thinking, like, I don't think we can take these guys, man. Like, I don't want my teeth fucked up. I don't care. I just want my teeth fucked up. And Cody's like, I don't know, man. We can get pretty scrappy. I mean, there's 5 of them. There's no way we can take them. We'll get our asses kicked. They're not gonna fight fair.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so what we did was and this is when barely any of us had cell phones, but we had a couple. We called you and then everyone to the 3rd Street house.
Which there was like 8 people, 9 people just hanging around.
Yeah.
The 3rd Street house.
Yeah.
He's like,
So-
get ready.
Yeah, so we're coming, baby. They're fucking tailing us. I want you guys all to be up front with fucking baseball bats. So we get up there, and literally, lo and behold, Eric, Zach, like a ton of other people, Tyler
Andy.
String, Andy, we're all waiting up there with baseball bats and sticks in the front
I
yard.
had a fucking Zach had like a bastard sword.
Yeah. So, and this is
They
like
drove by. And,
it's like 5 p.m.
yeah,
In the middle of the day during rush hour on 3rd Street. So all these cars are driving by.
yeah.
So that happens, and then they go, "Rrrr," they overtake us. They start flipping us.
Yeah, they're like
Fuck
going
you,
by
bitch.
slowly. I'd toss at Shane, a stick at Shane, picks up.
Right, come on, motherfucker. You know what I mean? It was like Green Sea hooligans. You know what I'm saying?
Like, all right, well, keep an eye out. Someone keep watch for the next 8 hours.
So yeah.
Zach, you got first shift. Dang it.
So and then like a lot of the other fights were just like like they, I've never got my ass beat except that one time. The other times it was like,
You had more
I-
people. or
well yeah,
got out of
because
it
when I got
somehow.
older, it always became like 5 versus 5 or 5 versus 7 or something like that, or like there's so many people I'd have to run. You know what I mean? Like there's only like 1 or 2 one-on fights like in a bathroom. It's when someone would try to sucker punch me. You know what I mean?
So would you say your adolescence was more like the Warriors or more like
Warriors of Virtue.
no?
It makes it sound like Marietta High School is the most
It's really-
ghetto place you've ever been. Everybody's
does,
fucking
yeah.
Fighting every day.
Everyone's either fighting or jacking off.
I'm
That's
jacking
all.
off. Yeah, doesn't it?
More the Warriors or more West Side Story?
Yeah.
I don't know, because I had so many good fun times. Like
I feel like there's-
it's such a small. Like I don't know. Like I look for trouble.
See, I feel like
You know what I'm
I
saying?
avoided it most of the time. Where I was like, well, that looks like I'm gonna walk on this side of the street because that side of the street looks like it.
I never had
Well,
like a bully or anything.
Well, yeah, I mean you're bigger than everybody. Like
Yeah,
when I
Wes.
went to
Hell, Rick was a bully half the time. He created my name. He probably sick Hank
took
on
his
me.
woman, you know what I mean? So when I saw The Great Gatsby, I was like, well, I want. Like I said, if I get this house and all this power and influence, I will get Danielle. You know what I mean? This girl I was crazy about when I was like freshman. She's a sophomore, and when I was trying to rise socially and trying to do everything I can to get and create groups and create parties, you always confront other people who are trying to do the same thing. So that's where I thought.
warring for dominance.
Yeah, and I felt the only way I can validate myself as a like to be
Person.
popular and fun and be that guy is to be that guy. So I
Just to
took
beat that guy.
or to be the guy who thought he was that guy.
Gotta
So
be
like
the best. You
and,
gotta
if
be
I,
the
and I
best.
felt like at the time if I didn't do that, like you're not gonna be good enough. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna get the girl. You're gonna be the guy telling the story in 10 years about the girl who got away. You know what I'm saying? And I said I will never be that guy. That's what I told myself.
Neo Macadian, I wouldn't say I was a bully, but I was oblivious to any sort of social graces. And
still are.
very confident, but also somehow extremely likable.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's kind of what
Who are you describing?
ruined everyone around me.
Well, didn't you like
I don't know
push
why he was
someone
my
down
best friend.
when you're taking a pizza delivery?
What?
Like some guy was beating his woman or something. You're like, hey,
This
he
was-
came down and he.
no, I was taking Matt Waite out to like
Oh,
Lowell
God, we gotta
or
tell that
something.
story,
It was
by
a
the way.
long time ago, but we're a little over time. But maybe next time. I don't know.
All right.
Okay.
We can save it for next time.
Tell it real quick. Tell it real quick, Eric.
It's not a quick story.
Oh,
Let me tell a quick one real
Right.
quick. One time we were walking to God knows where in the middle of the highway. We were camping by his place, and we went through the woods till we got to the highway. And we were walking, and there's like 4 of us, or 3 of us, okay?
Well, I walked down the hill, and then I had to take a major shit, so I walked back up the hill and got my car.
Yeah, so like the guys I was with, they kept like flipping off cars and stuff like that. I'm like, what are you doing out here, man? This is a bad place to do that. These fucking rednecks will get my dark ass. You know what I mean? Whoop the shit out of me. And then we're thinking, no, well, we got sticks. We're men, you know. And then we see Eric come with his car. Like, oh, there he is. And then right behind us, there is guys in a truck. These redneck older motherfuckers in their 30s.
And Whipple with nothing to do.
With
Drunken.
like in all there's like 10 of them in the back of their truck, and there are a bunch of
Yeah,
guys
they
in
went,
the front.
woo! Like,
And they were
this-
going for
this
us. If
shit.
Eric would have arrived a minute later,
I fucking get
they jumped in. And we got they were chasing
Jeez.
after us, and then we went up to your hill.
No, we went to Reese Chirilla's house, and then Chris, his stepfather, was
yeah.
outside, and we're like, Chris is a black belt.
Yeah.
He can help. And these guys like drove by, and Chris was like, you know, Chris is, you know,
Yeah.
he has his mustache, and he like was staring him down. He's like, walk by. He's like, what have you boys been getting into?
Yeah. So I remember thinking that
It was
was
just really
that was
funny.
one I'm glad I avoided.
It's like-
'cause they were
Chris was a
older,
good
and there were
guy.
so many of them.
Yeah.
And
It's
I'm
like
thinking, dude, what the hell is wrong with you? We're gonna get our ass whooped because you're being stupid. You know?
Who did what?
It's Matt Waite.
Matt Wade.
Yeah.
Matt Wade is.
And it was
he
like,
is
and he was just like flipping people off, and he had the stick, and he's going
It was
staring at cars.
It
I'm
was
like,
that
don't do that.
humor you have when you're 14.
You're
you think it's funny.
self-destructive.
Well, I was like a junior,
I
so
know,
you
but I'm
were
just-
a senior.
I know. It's the humor you have when you're 14 and you think it's funny, but he
yeah.
was 18.
Yeah.
I feel like
Like I had no problem fighting, but I didn't like. I didn't do that stuff. Like I don't think I did. Like I don't know. At basketball games, I would cuss at other people,
mean,
but it was
it
we did
depends.
it. That's what we
Yeah.
did. You know what I mean?
I feel like Marietta in some ways is kind of like a resort town. Where like in the city of Marietta, everyone's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And like there's not a lot of racism and stuff.
Yeah.
No.
But if you go too far outside of Marietta,
Oh yeah.
like
it can
there's
change.
a lot of angry racist
can-
people.
I can remember my uncle Mike. We were staying at his house for something, and he's like, "You don't want to be out after 9." I'm like, "Why?" That's when the weirdos come out. I can hear him saying like, "That's when the weirdos come out." And I don't know if he was just trying to scare me, just make sure I stayed inside.
Yeah.
But I just imagine these weird people coming out at 9. You know,
I mean, I
no,
remember.
I gotta stay inside. I was like 5. I remember him like, "That's when the weirdos."
I remember as a kid at my grandmother's house in Bartlett seeing a burning cross. So like,
Really?
yeah,
Jeez Louise.
Yeah.
that shit was around.
There's just some weird fucking shit sometimes around there. You get like guys that have the fucking Confederate flag off the
Oh,
back
yeah.
of their...
See, that was probably.
Rebel flag.
There's a lot of that.
That was just probably some guy who's like, I don't believe in God anymore. I'm done. He lit his cross on fire. I'm gonna burn
okay,
this thing
but
down, get rid of it.
You saw it. You're like, oh my god.
You're like, "God," you know, it's just a misunderstanding.
That definitely wasn't it.
It's a T. It's a big T.
Well, I remember
For
like
Teresa, my love. I wanna
Like,
show her
I was proposing to her.
the fire of my passion.
Iron my pants.
I remember the rednecks. They would always try to beat my ass, like because I had a class up at the
It's-
Boag building.
It's a lot better than it used to be.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
Imitating.
And I remember like ride your tractor to fucking school day. They'd all be there and they'd see me come because I was like at that time I unfortunately had to ride the bus still as a sophomore until I, got more friends who drove. And I was like the only one who did. So I hated it. I got off the bus as a freshman like God damn it. I remember these guys walking by me and going, "We don't like your kind around here, boy." And I'm like, Jesus, you know what I mean? So I had to go through the woods to get to Mr. Andrews' building. And Mr. Andrews, I've been talking to him, like, "Can you do something?" He's like, "I'm not gonna help you." Yeah, that's what he told me.
Jeez.
And he's like, "You gotta learn, you gotta fight, you gotta stick up for yourself." That's what he told me.
Thackman inspired me for the joke, but he was like, "Oh, it was just Sesame Street filming for the letter T."
Yeah.
All right, let's read some of these redemptions
Okay.
and bits.
This episode of Blind Way brought to you by the letter T. Just light it on fire. Yeah.
All right, Crimson cheered 5 bits. Hey guys, I've been binge watching Naruto.
We have not because that's long.
Have you guys been binge watching any shows lately, and have you seen Naruto? If so, it's my favorite character. I've been binge watching Star Trek: The Next Generation
Me
for the first
too.
time. Shane has as well. I have not seen Naruto.
No.
I've been watching Workaholics and the next season of Supernatural.
I have been watching nothing, but I may start watching Ozark because I think it's gonna be out here soon.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna watch that.
season 2?
It's
I
coming
think
out
it comes
here.
out tomorrow. or
Like
something.
tomorrow, or the next day.
Cool.
And that's a great show.
So I've already seen the first season, which was pretty good.
Yeah.
Melanie and I watched that. I need to catch up
I
on
love
Walking
that
Dead
show.
still because I haven't done that.
Yeah.
The fourth season of the British Baking Show is coming out soon. I'll be binging the hell out of that.
Oh yeah.
God damn.
We have to choose our binging things. It's different from other people.
I got stuck. I was watching NCIS and I was watching it hardcore. I loved it.
Yeah.
But I got to a point where like they had an episode and it was a two-parter, but they did this crossover with NCIS New Orleans.
Right.
So the second part of this two-parter is in the NCIS New Orleans, which
Oh,
isn't on
shit.
NCIS in New Orleans isn't on Netflix.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, I don't want to keep watching NCIS because I don't. The two people got kidnapped that are main characters of NCIS.
Yeah.
But and then they're just in the next episode. I'm like, what the fuck happened? I'm so
you have
confused. So I need to watch that so I know what happened to this.
It's like
It
we were
might be
talking
crucial.
about with Luke Cage. Like, what if you start walking Luke Cage and then you didn't watch Defenders in the middle? You're gonna be pretty damn confused when you get to
Yeah.
that first episode. of
So
season 2.
I need to
Yeah.
watch NCIS not Los Angeles. I want to watch that one too, but New Orleans, so I can finish watching NCIS.
Yeah.
I get you.
But they're not. I don't
probably
know
gonna
why they
start-
only have the first one. They don't have the other two available
Yeah.
on Netflix.
Yeah.
So
I'm probably gonna
just
start Disenchanted.
Yeah.
Looks cool.
stuck. Melanie uses that. She has tailoring and disenchanting.
You mean you're going to watch a few episodes and then stop?
No, I probably not.
That's how you usually watch shows.
What's been your best binge? Like, if you had to pick a show like that you've binged,
Chuck.
what was the best one? It's like, I can't believe I get to watch the next one. For
I will
me, it
tell
was-
you.
For me, it was Lost.
Probably Lost, actually.
Yeah.
It's
Like, I guess I don't count Lost because like I watched the last 2 seasons in real life and it's just terrible.
But can you imagine watching fucking Lost and it like,
Oh God,
and it's just, and it ends, you're like,
it's unbelievable.
Dude, I did. I
I
watched.
gotta make a time short.
I watched the first season of Lost, and I went out and bought the next 3 seasons because
Yeah.
I was watching through it so quick. I'm like, I gotta have them ready.
Yeah.
So I just kept watching them and buying them as they came out, and then like there was, I think one more season was
Sure.
left to watch. So
Yeah,
that one
some
was a
of the
good one.
best.
Chuck was a good one. Heroes, the first season of Heroes, I watched that all the
That's a
weekend.
great
Rick
one.
and I went to LA
That's a
for
great
Eve for all.
We started watching on the plane.
Yeah, I started on there with my laptop. Then I went. Rick's sleeping for some reason. I'm watching Heroes.
Yeah, I also say Scrubs for me. I just went to that a couple years ago.
Scrubs is
and
good.
I'm like, man, this is so fucking funny and has heart.
I would go Lost for.
Scrubs.
I would go.
Office for me. Probably.
I was gonna say
Office
the Office is the comedy one. Lost would be like the drama.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I started watching The Office season like 4 with you, so like I only got to binge the first 3 seasons.
Yeah.
See, anymore I don't really get time to binge.
Yeah.
My binging times was Lost, Chuck, Heroes.
Oh, Smallville.
Oh yeah.
See, I never got to do that because
Good
you guys
fuck.
ruined it for me. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ruined
The
it.
most recent one for me, I binged Yuri on Ice, but it's only 13 episodes. But Zach Ellis, who is a devil because he sold me a 360 that failed me.
Yeah.
But he's also an angel
Yes,
because
he
I had a 12-hour shift at the help desk from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. It was in the summer, so I wasn't going to have anything to do all day. He brings me a pirated copy of Berserk,
Berserk. Yep.
and I start watching at 8 a.m. I watch every single episode for that 12-hour day, and I had a 12-hour day shift the next day. I watched it all again the next day, 12 hours.
That's funny.
It was the best experience of my life.
That's funny.
Probably.
Yeah.
Close. But yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. Suki has resubscribed for 15 months.
Yeah. Thank you, Suki.
15 months.
Thank you.
15 months. And she's not
thank
the
you so
only
much.
one because Alvic93 also 15 months.
Oh wow. Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Alvin.
Alvic.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
15 months.
Feveral, not a bad showing either, was 7 months.
Oh, thank you.
Roll.
Top Screen with his usual 100 bits. Seems like he does it every podcast.
Thank
Yes,
you,
he
Top
does.
Everyone,
Thank
thank you, Top
you.
Thank you, man.
Captain Shadow, another 15 months. Where is the time gone, he says.
Thank you, Captain Shadow.
Bind at Hobo, I think?
Bind a hobo.
Bind, yeah, but there's a T in there.
Bingo.
Bind at Hobo gives 20 bits.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For
Thank
the
you,
bits.
hobo.
Hobo.
Bind.
Brendan Amelie resubscribed for 4 months. Love from Scotland, boys.
Hey.
Love from the U.S.
Fantastic Kate,
Fantastic.
14 months.
Thank you.
14.
Thank you for the
Yay,
sub.
Thank you.
And Fantastic Swede, 14 months.
Fantastic. That's fantastic from both of you.
Awesome.
Doubly.
Go Free has resubscribed for 5 months. So happy you guys are doing Clone Wars.
Yes.
Go Free.
We might go free at Star Wars Celebration.
In Orlando.
Echo Dolly has resubscribed for 9 months. Blind Way Baby.
Thank you, Echo Dolly.
Echo, Blind Wave, baby.
And also has given 520 bits. Hooray for internet again. It's been ages since I twitched.
Internet is always good.
Awesome. Good to see you back on here.
Good to get
Yes.
that Twitch fix.
Bojangles with 1,000 bits.
Oh, Django. Thank
yeah,
you.
you guys rock.
Thank you. You rock.
Thank you.
And thank you for the video because that was cool.
Yeah,
Yes,
thank you so
very
much.
good.
And not to be one-upped, Alex Italian with 1,000 bits.
Oh, Alex, thank you.
Thank you, Alex.
Oh.
Wish I could stay, but heading out to work. Have a great podcast, guys.
Oh, well, then don't
Well,
say thank
if
you
you
'cause
watch
it's too
this
late.
later, thank you very much for the bits.
Yeah, thank you. And thank you for coming and giving bits and leaving.
Yeah.
Mikey V. Bud has subscribed for the first time.
Ooh.
Thank you.
First
thank
time.
you.
Welcome to the madness.
Sub hype.
Biggest Dickus has resubscribed for 14 months.
14 months, man. We're getting so many.
Thank you.
Long-term resubs.
Yeah.
Crimson, 5 bits. Question for Rick: is there any anime you've seen or popular anime that you want the guys to do? Sword Art Online, Tokyo Ghoul, and you can't pick Berserk, Rick. One Piece, Yu Yu Hakusho, and
Naruto?
There's probably others.
Don't say One Piece, you'll give him hope.
Trigun
Try again.
would be great.
Really
Ooh,
good.
I started
Original
Dragon. It
Dragon.
looked
What
really
about
cool.
shoot?
I mean, there's like
Cowboy
100.
Bebop?
Dragon.
Oh yeah, Bebop.
Yep.
Cowboy
Which,
Bebop.
for some reason, I keep thinking you guys have reacted to because it's been on the board so many times.
Yeah.
Don't tell them about our secret
Oh
meetings.
no, I'm sorry. They don't have the board here anymore. I have to tell
No,
them.
I know.
Yay!
That's awesome.
Bell Revan has resubscribed for 10 months.
Thank you, Bell Revan.
Thank you, Belle.
Crimson with another 5
Jalapeno?
bits.
I must have had a piece like down here.
Shit.
Oh,
man, that sucks.
jalapeno. Shane did what I did. He's a fool.
He's a fool. Crimson with another 5 bits. Besides Shane, does anyone like Gundam? I do.
I've never
Yeah.
seen
Oh, yeah.
Gundam.
I like. Yes, I've watched other
I like yes.
Gundam Wing is all I ever
Japanese.
And if so,
Robot.
what's your favorite?
Endless
Mine
Waltz.
is Unicorn.
Zero.
I haven't
Is that
watched
one?
any of the
Yeah, Gundam is there is a Gundam Zero.
Yeah, I like that one.
Gundam ones.
Fuck off.
No, I do because it beat the Green Ranger or the White Ranger, Tiger Sword.
I did.
Okay.
So.
Gundam Wing, love is for nostalgia. I think the characters are the most interesting. And
I think it means a particular type of Gundam because Unicorn is a show.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
I've watched Gundam Wing Endless Waltz like 100 times.
Yeah.
I love
It's,
that
it's
movie.
amazing.
I've only
It's
seen
great.
Gundam Wing.
You've seen it all?
Yes.
You seen Endless Waltz?
No.
Okay. I love Gundam Wing, man. I always think you haven't seen it.
I have. Thanks to Zach, actually.
It's good stuff.
Crimson, another 5 bits. Eric, you mentioned you don't know who the singer of Dragon Ball Super opening is. His name is Nate Wants to Battle.
I've heard about it. Yeah.
Nate wants
He's a
to battle.
YouTuber.
I saw that at a comment.
A YouTuber actually did the dub version of the Dragon Ball Super opening too.
That's cool.
Yeah,
really?
He got popular for doing English covers of anime openings.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Nice.
Aramaic gave 200 bits.
Aramaic, thank you.
Thank you, Aramaic.
Sorry I've missed the streams all week. Mom had her rechecks, and I've been insane at work. Keep up the great work, guys. Well, we
Thank
miss
you.
you, Aramaic.
Thank you, Aramaic.
Thank you.
Hooded Carnivore gave 500 bits.
Thank you, Hooded Carnivore.
Ginny
A lot of bits.
Teach gave 100 bits, saying greeting from Brother Toneland.
Thank you. Thank you.
I haven't, Chad. I'm binge watching the gray squirrels banging a crabapple tree.
Binge watching.
I love it. He said like 8 things.
Yeah.
And they're all just
It
amazing.
was something about a short bus and
Ducker
sitting there
Z
like-
is
I
the
don't know.
best,
Yeah.
gave 200 bits.
Thank
Tig,
you.
Tig24 has resubscribed for 2 months. Hello, Blind Wave crew.
Thank
Hello.
you, Tig.
Eric Stud gave 200 bits.
Thank you, Eric.
Ranting's Always Fun has subscribed for the first time,
Oh, sweet. Thank you.
Rating. Thank you.
or at least not in a row. Tig24, 350 bits. Good show today, crew.
Thank you, Tig.
Thank
Thank you,
Tig.
Tig.
Ducker Z is the best, 200 bits. Hey, greeting from England. Love your channel. Keep up the great work.
Thank you, we will.
DT3, 10 bits. Did you guys see the Team Fireball video from Star Wars Resistance?
Eyes.
No.
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 I did.
And also, possibly a spoiler that I won't mention.
And I liked it.
Bacon Donut Butt Bandit has resubscribed for 2 months.
Banging Donut Butt Bandit. I haven't seen him in a while, I feel like.
That's
What is it?
It's been so long.
Bacon Donut Butt Bandit.
2 months.
2 months.
Been back for 2 months.
2 months.
Thank you, man.
Well, 1 month because you resubscribed.
Yeah.
So yes.
Pro
you.
Reviews, 10 bits. The T probably stands for Totally Love You. Awesome podcast as always. Also, my best binge was Death Note.
Death Note would be a good binge.
And finally, from Dip602, 200 bits. I binged, lost a couple of weeks, and didn't have access to Patreon for 2 weeks, so I couldn't watch any access or full length. It was definitely one of the best shows I've ever watched. I don't
Good.
know how many people hate the finale. I was crying during that episode.
Aw.
Good. It's a good episode.
You will cry.
And finally, Redemptions.
Okay.
There's a couple.
Someone has put something up here. I never thought. I don't think about this. I miss the days when the crew would say, "Blindwave.net has."
Oh, yeah.
We go stuff. Remember that?
Shit, that's been so long ago.
We used to do that.
That's
all-
before the
every-
Rick times.
Yeah,
that was-
every video.
that was
we'd
back
be
when we were
like,
in his place.
Make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you do this. Blindwave.net has.
Stuff.
Stuff.
Yeah. I can't believe we forgot about that.
Dang, it's
We
been
do that
so
every
long
video.
ago. That's like 2 years ago,
I'm gonna
man.
start doing that again.
You had the little blindwave.net sign in the corner, and we'd always like fucking point at it.
Yeah.
So,
that.
does anyone want to
Awesome.
guess to how many slaps there are this week?
I don't know. 5.
8.
Eric?
3.
Shane?
He said
One.
20.
There's 6.
I said 5. I was closest without going over. I win. What do I get?
Let's start with
Get slapped.
Slaps.
Bojangles, who has 2 slaps this week. The first one is from Eric to Aaron, sponsored slap for Grievatronus.
For grief? Okay.
Oh,
I'll do it like I was grief.
What? No.
Do you like this camera or this one better?
That one. That was good.
All right.
I went a little high on your eye. I'm sorry.
Bojangles'
He's a little taller.
other one is Eric to Shane, also sponsored from Grievatronus.
switch to this camera.
Yep.
Yes. Glasses.
Slap the jalapeno back in his eye.
Oh no.
You're fat. Fuck you, fatty. This doesn't matter. This doesn't
You're my
matter.
best friend, and I'll just.
Ah, fuck.
You're my best friend.
Adrian Buttmunch also has 2 slaps.
Jeez.
Calvin to Eric for stealing his favorite thing of the week.
I guess I did do that.
What do you steal?
His favorite thing of the week.
Oh, the story.
Thank you for taking off.
The blacktails.
Yes.
No,
the story.
let's fit inside each other.
How many rings did you have? 2.
Oh, that sounded like I had some
You're like a punch.
weight to it.
You always like just make your hands stiff.
Everything I do has weight to it.
I don't. I just have high tendon tension.
Top Screen, who I will remind you is one of our editors
Oh.
from time to time, has a slap from Shane to Aaron.
Oh, good. Interesting top screen.
I hate having Shane.
Aaron pays you.
How do you want it?
Easy.
Like a normal slap for once,
Slap
Shane.
me like a normal person would slap somebody.
I too.
Had some noise to it.
He's tickling me.
And the other 2 we can just ignore, I guess.
Nope.
It's going to take too much work to move
No,
all these
I
mics
know
out of your
what
way.
they are now.
No.
All right, fine. Adrian Buttmunch has Aaron to Rick for not liking bacon.
Oh, fuck. That's
okay.
a good one.
So I don't know how we're gonna
No, this is a good
No,
yes.
we're fine here.
No,
It's good.
that's fine. That's
Everybody
take
fine.
these off.
We're all fine
I'm
here now.
here now. How are you?
You're so surprised when I finally
Good
have
punch, though. Good.
Darcy's Pets has another one. Aaron slapped Rick for not liking bacon.
Oh, shit.
Lots of
thank you
bacon.
for
They all
watching.
need to slap
People
him
have
back.
spoken.
Blank that time.
Rick's watching himself get
Actually,
slapped.
oh, I bit my lip.
Oh no.
Oh no, my cheek. That's gonna be unfortunate.
Guys, thank you for indulging us in this
Thank
extra
you so
long
much.
podcast.
Thank you so much for joining for this edition of the Blind Way Podcast. If you want to watch it live, it happens every Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at twitch.tv/blindwave, and we hope to see you guys next time.
Yes.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.